Can y'all hear me? 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 I just don't understand what's going on, Raider Nation. What's up, Raider Nation? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? What's really going on? I'm just I'm just in a bad place right now with the Raiders, man. It make like as a Raiders fan, it makes me want to give up on them. Like I don't understand what are y'all doing right now. We're supposed to be making the team better, and we just making the team worse. We're just making the team worse. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, y'all. Please make it make sense on why we just did what we did. We had a good day yesterday, y'all. We had a great day yesterday. And for this to happen, we are setting up Derek Carr to fail. We're setting him up to fail. I don't care what no one says. If you think that we're not here to set up Derek Carr, then you on another planet. How do you release the top 5 center, one of the best centers in football in Rodney Hudson? Why do you do it? Why? Like I just ran it on my video. Make sure you go check out the recent video that I just put out, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I thought we was going to be more. I thought we was going to be more interest, be more, attacking in free agency. It did now right at the. I don't know if y'all noticed. But right after Rodney Hudson got released, the Arizona Cardinals is reaching out to him. The Arizona Cardinals is reaching out to him. It's not smart. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. The Raiders don't want to win. The Raiders don't want to win. I don't care what nobody says. The Raiders don't want to win. This hurts, man. This hurts so badly. This hurts so badly. We re-sign Incognito. We don't re-sign Incognito. We don't re-sign Gabe Jackson. We trade for Trent Brown to get some freaking draft picks. And we, out of all people, Rodney Hudson. And this and Mark Davis. These are the guys that you put to lead your football team. These are the guys. All the good offensive linemen are gone. So why are we releasing our good offensive linemen? Man, we're not contenders at all. We far from that. We far from that. We are pretenders. Nelson Aguilar, gone. Right. I'm at a point where they're doing everything for Derek Carr to fail. They're doing everything for him to roll. Al Davis is roll over in his grave, bro. We can't see nothing from the other perspective all aboard Raiders. He was the best offensive lineman that we had. I'm sorry. Rodney, I'm not seeing nothing from no other perspective. We're not going to win no games. You don't have an offensive line, then Derek Carr will not be successful. Sorry. It's dumb. It's dumb all aboard. It's the dumbest move that the Raiders have done. We're not winning no games. There's no other perspective. That guy haven't allowed a sack in how many years? Sorry to say, it is what it is, but no, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, everybody can say from this perspective, I'm done with the Raiders. I'm done. I understand if you would have made this move and then went out and got Joe Tunley, I would have been happy about that. You would have went out and got some big name offensive linemen, knowing that you released our alignment to replace them with better players. I'm fine with that. But you replace, how are you going to replace Gabe Jackson? How are you going to replace Incognito? Trent Brown is gone. How are you going to replace a Rodney Hudson? There's really no better center out there better than Rodney Hudson on the free agent market. It's not. Nobody can't defend this move. This is the worst move that the Raiders done in a long fucking time. Excuse my language. I don't know if we re-signing him for cheaper or what, but I'm pissed, man. I'm hurt at this. He's not possibly returning. The Arizona Cardinals is already reaching out to him. Y'all must not got the Ian Rappaport tweets. No, this is done. He's released. We've been rebuilding for the last 10 years. I'm sick of fucking rebuilding. I'm sick of rebuilding. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of rebuilding. Who wants to keep rebuilding over and over and over again? Not me. Kyle Long, I'm sorry, but Andre James is not going to replace a Rodney Hudson. We don't know what Simpsons can do. Denzel Good has not been re-signed. I'm aboard. Andre James is not better than Rodney Hudson. Everybody want to talk about how old Rodney Hudson is. But when the last time that guy gave up a sack? Please tell me. Tell me when the last time he gave up a sack as a center. Go back and look at the film. We blew our offensive line up for what? Knowing that our offensive line wasn't the freaking issue. It was our defense. My God, yo, this is terrible, man. I don't know if he's possibly returning. I don't know that because the Arizona Cardinals already reached out to Rodney Hudson after the release. They already reached out. The Arizona Cardinals knew what they was looking for. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta make it make sense. Y'all gotta make it make sense, bruh. I need a press conference from John Gruden and Mike Mayer. I need to understand what is the point of this move. Please tell me what is the point of this move. I need answers. The Raider Nation deserve answers. I don't give a crap what nobody say. The Raider Nation deserve answers, man. Denzel Good is not even re-signed back with us, so we can't even say that Denzel Good is there. We can't. We are a joke. We are a freaking laughing stock of the league, bro. We are a laughing stock, bro. A laughing stock. I can't stress it anymore, man. I can't stress it anymore. I'm just so fed up. I'm so fed up. Nah, man. I honestly, Bobby, I don't even want to talk about it right now because we got rid of our whole offensive line. Trent Brown is gone. Gabe Jackson is gone. Richard Incognito gone. And then we just released Rodney Hudson. I don't understand it. This ruined my day. The good offensive lineman is gone. I've been telling y'all, John Gruden is not the answer. John Gruden was not the answer, bruh. Jack Del Rio or Reggie McKenzie would not allow Rodney Hudson to get released. Reggie McKenzie would not allow this. Our center is not the problem, man. I'm done. And then if y'all go out and get Juju after we release Rodney Hudson, what is the point in that? I don't want to hear nothing about getting Juju Smith-Schuster. I do not want Juju if we don't have an offensive line. I don't want it. I do not want Juju Smith-Schuster if we don't have an offensive line. 4 linemen gone. We got rid of a Hall of Famer, bro. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. We got 75 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. We got 75 people in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. We cleared up all this space for what? This guy has a 93.6 pass blocking grade since 2015. That is first among all centers. And we released the guy. It's not, no, I don't mind getting young guys in the draft, but we need veterans. Mark Davis, you need to fire Gruden now. Mark Davis needs to fire Gruden right now. Mark Davis, bro, come on. What's going on, AZ Sports fan? What's going on, bro? He said, hey, man, if we sign Hudson, let me get on your stream. Yes, definitely. Definitely AZ Sports fan. Just hit me up on Instagram, bro. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm just sad right now. Financially, the move doesn't make sense. Exactly. If we're gonna get rid of Rodney Hudson, at least we could have traded him to get something back. But we just let him go. We just let him walk. That's not, no, I don't care about Richie Incognito. Our best center is gone. I don't care about that. Our best center has not allowed a sack in how many years is gone. I'm done. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. I wouldn't be mad if Derek Carr asked for a trade. Because y'all not doing, y'all setting him up to fail. Y'all are setting him up to fail. Richie Incognito is on his way to retirement. I'm done. I'm done with it, man. We got 86 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We only got 41 likes with 83 people in the chat. Let's go. 5-11. I'm looking at 4-12 next year. I'm looking at 4-12. You give John Gruden 10 years for $100 million to do nothing. To do not a goddamn thing. And this is what majority of the Raider Nation wanted. This is why I didn't want John Gruden back, because he don't know how to build a football team. He don't know how to build a football team. I've been saying it. I never wanted him back, man. I never wanted him back. But a lot of the Raider Nation wanted this. A lot of the Raider Nation wanted John Gruden back. Oh, we want to get back to the Super Bowl promised land. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. No, we're not. No, I don't think he's been asked to be released. I don't think he was. He wasn't asked, because Ian Rappaport would have reported it if he was asked. And if he was asked to be released, it's telling you something about the culture. People don't want to play for Gruden anymore. And John Gruden is lucky that he does not have a social media, because he would have been getting all types of hate inboxes. Same as Mike Mayock. They lucky they don't have social medias. They really lucky that they don't. I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of this, man. We're not doing nothing at all. I'm fed up, man. I am so fed up. We moved to Las Vegas just to look cute. We don't come to Las Vegas to win championships and win games. We come to Las Vegas to look cute. There's nothing to be calm about. Kyle Long is not a sinner, yo. Right. He had to ask for his release. And if he asked for his release, then that has to be a problem. That's a problem. People can say what they want. And I really don't care. But make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button. It's official according to Ian Rappaport. According to Ian Rappaport. I can't, bro. I can't. I don't even know what to say right now. Knowing that we are in day 2 of free agency and we only signed one person. Well, all the good players are gone. We doing all this cap space for what? Exactly. We're doing all this cap space for what exactly? Please, somebody elaborate on why we doing all this cap space and we're not signing a goddamn thing. $15.6 million against the cap. There's nothing to relax about. Carr is going to fail this year. I can't talk right now. I'm live. I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now. I'm live on YouTube. Yes. So okay. So what I'm hearing right now, ladies and gentlemen, that Rodney Hudson was granted his release. It's a culture thing. It is a culture thing. He wanted to be released. According to Mark Sanchez on the Raiders, I don't know if this is true or not, but they said that Rodney Hudson, the Raiders granted Rodney Hudson a request to be released after an agreement void his $3.5 million guarantee for this season. The elite center would now be a free agent. He requested it. Let me see who's in here. Because I'm live in my group.
So if he's asking to be released, there's a big.
It's a culture problem with the Raiders. It's a culture problem.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's a culture problem.
It's a work ethic culture problem.
And that culture problem starts with Gruden, and I've been saying it. Nobody wants to stay here. Nobody wants to stay here. And you pay this man $100 million for 10 years just to rip our team apart.
He hasn't had a sack since December 31st, 2017.
He has a 93.6 pass blocking grade. That's the best since 2015. I'm sick. I'm sick right now. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live right now. I'm sick. Gruden needs to be fired. Mark Davis, I swear to God, Mark Davis, if you do not fire John Gruden, I swear to God. And John Gruden said if he gets fired, he won't take none of the money. Fire his ass now. Fire his ass. I'm sick.
Who do we get as the next head coach if that happened? Who do we get as the next head coach if that happens?
Eric Bieniemy.
Yes, bring it. I would love to bring Eric Bieniemy in.
just feel like out of the coaches, he got overlooked.
So and then right after he requested his release, the Arizona Cardinals started to call.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals are on the phone trying to get Rodney Hudson as we speak. I would have understood if we would have traded him and got something back. That would have been a better decision. But the fact that we get nothing for none of these players, Incognito, Gabe Jackson, and we got what picks for Trent Brown? We didn't even get a player back.
No, and we gave up a pick.
And we gave up a pick and a player. Like what?
And traded Mariota to them too and tried to get a pick or fucking Stephon Gilmore.
I'm done. Tag McKinley signs with the Cleveland Browns. That's 3 Raiders that's over there with the Cleveland Browns.
What the fuck did Tag do though? Nothing.
It doesn't matter. The fact that we're not keeping nobody and we got all this cap space, we're not doing shit in free agency. We got all this money to do what?
Was the future of the Raiders defense.
He always says one thing and does another. Are you surprised?
I'm done. I gave up.
I'm just waiting for you to throw your hat on the ground and throw your shirt off too.
Listen. It made me not want to have it just made me not want to wear these colors right now. It makes me not want to wear these colors.
Put your blue shirt on.
It makes me not want to represent these colors anymore. It makes me not want to do it.
Man.
And I've been saying this since we signed John Gruden. Everybody was excited. Everybody was excited to sign John Gruden. I said this is going to be the stupidest move that we made. And look at it. He's tearing his team apart.
I said it a couple of weeks ago when we had this conversation and how Keyshawn Johnson views Gruden. And like, he wanted out of Tampa after they won that Super Bowl. And now all these guys want out of Vegas, and who's the head coach? Like,
It isn't about it is.
something ain't right.
This is why I feel like if people are going to come play for the Raiders, they're going to play for Gus Bradley. They're not going to play for Gruden. They're going to play for Gus. That's why our defense is going to be better than our offense this year. Watch when I tell you.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Derek Carr asked for a damn trade. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Because Derek Carr is set up to fail, bro. Derek Carr is set up to fail. Derek Carr is set up to fail. He's set up to fail. He has no offensive line. People was in the chat talking about Andre James. Andre James is nothing fucking compared to Rodney Hudson. Absolutely not.
Long is a guard, isn't he?
Long is a guard.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But we can't rely on that if he haven't signed a contract or agreed to a contract. We can't rely on that.
He walked out of that meeting and he doesn't have a contract, so
He worked out this morning. He worked out this morning with the Raiders.
we gotta see what the fuck happens. But my ass is going inside. I'm only doing 8 hours today, thank God. And I'm gonna keep trying to post it.
Get off like a
midnight.
normal person.
Yeah.
Well, let me get back to this live, y'all, because
on Instagram that I've been posting like
I got 129 people in the chat. I gotta get to them.
Go rant. Let it out, bro.
Oh, I already made a video plus this live. I'm not playing.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right. That was my Raiders group, man. That was my Raiders group. Oh my God, like do John Gruden care? Do Mike Mayock care what the fans have to say? Do they really care? This sucks, man. We got 126 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Andre James is not that good. I don't care what nobody say. Andre James is not that good. And now, according to RaidersWire.com, they said 5 centers that could replace Rodney Hudson. They have Andre James as number 1. They have Nick Martin, unrestricted free agent. Number 2, Alex Mack, Creed Humphrey, and Quinn Morenez. So you got 2. So technically, you got 2 people in the draft that can replace him. Then you got 2 undrafted free, 2 unrestricted free agents, and you have Andre James. I'm hurt, man. I'm hurt. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I'm stuck. I am stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. He really requested. He requested to be released. I'm done, man. We're supposed to be adding to it. If anybody wants to come on here and rant, hit me up on Instagram at Spotlight Raiders Talk. Inbox me. I'll let you come up here and let you say what you have to say. I don't know why not trade him. What's going on, Dave? What's going on, y'all? What's up, man? We're not going to be 9-7 next year. We're not going to be 9. The only starter that's left on his offensive line is Colton Miller. The only starter. We're not getting Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams is decided to go to, he's staying with the Giants. Leonard Williams is staying with the Giants. Nobody wants to be in Las Vegas. I think is a culture. It's a culture move because if it wasn't a culture problem, it would have been Aguilar would never left. We wouldn't have got rid of Incognito or Gabe Jackson. I feel like it's a culture move. It is a culture problem. And I think people keep saying John Gruden's not the problem. He is the problem because how you don't want to come play in Las Vegas with no tax? How can what can Tom? I hope Tom Cable could make his magic, man. All right, so we got some news from Kyle Long. Kyle Long would take an additional free agent visits before making a decision. Raiders are in the mix. So that technically Kyle Long left the Raiders building with no contract. We're not getting them. We're not getting them, ladies and gentlemen. We're not getting Kyle Long. I bet you any amount of money, once he leaves, that facility is over. It is over. Kyle Long left the facility. He left the facility with no contract. A lot of people said that, Andre James would be a great fit for the Raiders. I gotta say it. He gotta prove it to me that he's good. He gotta prove it to me. We're not getting Juju, bro. I don't want to get Juju if we don't have an offensive line. We don't have an offensive line, man. Thank you, Florida boy. You absolutely right, man. We had to put all our time in on the defense. Now we have to spend time on the offense instead. Shaking my head. We just can't put anybody on the old line and expect chemistry. Thank you. Thank you. It's comedy now, y'all. It's comedy. We got 132 people in the chat. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. We got Jake from the Snake Sports Talk Show. He's calling me right now.
Those haters did what?
Listen, I don't even want to wear these colors right now. I don't. I'm ready to just give up on the Raiders, man. I'm ready to give up, bro. I'm ready to give up on it because there's no way that we get rid of 4 fucking starting offensive linemen. 4. We trade 1. We release 3. What the fuck, bro? The Raiders are done. It's a culture problem because you know what? Rodney Hudson asked for his release. He asked for it. And they granted it to him. It's a culture problem. It is a culture problem. Nobody wants to come here. Nobody wants to come to Las Vegas, sadly, because it's John Gruden and Mike Mayock. And I think, and people keep saying that Antonio Brown this, Antonio Brown that. You see what's happening right now. Everybody's leaving just like Antonio Brown did. Sorry to say. I'm really thinking that Antonio Brown was just not the only reason why he left.
Issues even when he was up in Pittsburgh. Everybody starts to see that with Big Ben. Big Ben is not the same anymore. That's why everybody did. They're like, he's not getting healthy like he should. That's why Tom Brady is above all these older quarterbacks because he knows his body. He knows how to take care of it. Big Ben never took care of his body after injuries. But aside from that, even coming to a culture like the Raiders, we all know
we're not trading. We're not trading up to get Justin Fields. Stop it. We're not. We're not trading up to get Justin Fields. AB. Oh, this is the thing. Y'all say AB left the pass. He left the pass because he had a scandal. He had a scandal with a woman. What was the real reason that AB left the Raiders? There's no real reason. There's no real reason. There's no real reason. I'm sorry to say, but AB, and once he got traded there and he got his contract, he saw what was going on behind the scenes, and that boy wanted to be out of there. Sorry. He wanted to be out of there.
And think about this, because everybody, this is the unfortunate part, and it's true about this Raiders organization. This organization is terrible. We have the worst organization in football. We're looking just like the Houston Texans right now. That's exactly what we're looking like. We're looking like the Houston Texans right now. Well, everybody likes to play the blame game with the Raiders right now. Everybody wants to blame Carr. Everybody wants to blame this and that and everything else. But the fact of the matter is just like people think it's so easy to really like replace people. No, it isn't. It's really not.
It's not. Listen. If they tell me, oh, he missed team meetings. Who wants to be in a organization like the Raiders right now? Yeah. If Rodney Hudson, our best center, that's been our best center since he's got there, wanted to be released, who wants to be in the same building as John Gruden? Nobody.
And it's sad. It kind of sucks. It's sad to see that because initially the second the move from Oakland to Las Vegas would happen.
We thought that bringing in people, mind you, there's no income tax in Vegas. So people will want to come here and play. But I think it's a John Gruden issue. It is an issue with John Gruden why these players don't want to stay here.
That could be because if it is a coaching issue and stuff like that, but sometimes that is the reason they leave.
And Mark Davis needs to come to realize, man.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is like, think about it. You may not have the same similar way as Al Davis had done it before, but do something that's similar but in a newer style. You want to be, because the NFL, has been against you for the longest period of time. Get back to being against them. Like, flip the script. Mess with the system. Build the culture. Make it to where people would love to come to the Raiders. Because ultimately, as I've said before, me living here in Las Vegas.
Can a fan ask for a release? Yes. Can a fan? Can you release me as a fan, Raiders? Just release me. Just release me.
And what's hard about this is that out here in Las Vegas, we live and breathe Golden Knights. That is never going to change. The Raiders have to compete with that. That's the thing. But if they want to be smart about it, you give us a new stadium for us to be mediocre. What the fuck? We just should have stayed in Oakland for all that. That's true. And breaking news as well, just reports the Giants and twice franchise tag Leonard Williams is staying with the Giants
for
3 years.
Denzel Good was a free agent, y'all. Denzel Good was a free agent. Who else is on the chopping block? I don't know. I don't know what's on the chopping block. Yeah, I know he signed up
This
because I'm live right now. That's why I'm live right now.
I can tell you right now. I mean, because New England still is not stopped, and from what I'm being told, like Robert Kraft and Cesario right now is in Houston, and they're having lunch, and there seems to be some sort of negotiations happening behind the scenes. That's all I can give right now. But New England is not.
I don't know why we cut Hudson, y'all. I still don't know to this day. I don't know if we're going to make any moves as Raiders fans. I just don't know. Our offense was set. We just need to focus on our defense, and you just tore our freaking defense apart, man. You tore our offense apart, man.
Think about it. It's the pendulum swing, because initially what started with Yannick and Ngakoue now became an entire rippling effect on the offense. They want to work on defense, but now they have to ripple the offense.
We don't have change, y'all. We listen. I'm just over it. It sucks, man. As a Raiders fan, it sucks, man. It sucks. Hudson requested his release, but that telling you something. Why did he request his release? There's no way, Raider Nation. There's no way you sit here and say, oh, he just wanted to be gone. There's a reasoning. I think Trent Brown was right too. I think Trent Brown, the reason why they got rid of Trent Brown because he didn't want to play with us. I know his fat ass didn't want to play with us, but it's a reason why he did not want to play for us.
Think about that. Richie Incognito retired. Trent Brown traded, and now
Gabe Jackson's released. Only starter that's left that's signed is Colton Miller.
Yeah. Think about that. 4 of the 5 gone.
I'm sick. I'm sick right now. Like, I don't even know what to do as far as Raiders fans. Like, I just don't know. This Rodney Hudson was 93.6 in passer blocking, according to Pro Football Focus. That is top among centers since 2015. But we let this guy go. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Derek Carr asked for a trade after all his offensive line is gone. I wouldn't want to be here either if I'm Derek Carr. I wouldn't even want to be here either if you let go my offensive line that kept me upright all year.
And think about that, because it's once again going to push the playing game where it's going to be blamed on Carr, and they're forcing him now to have to play harder than he would. But who's really going to be there to protect him if he's asking for protection? And then you're going to blame him then, and then trade him away. What good is that going to do for your organization? It's going to do no good from that point on. Sad and disappointing, unfortunately.
I'm not wearing. I'm taking off this hat. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just look at this damn name. It makes me just want. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I'm so upset right now with the Raiders. I'm upset with them. I don't want to hear knuckle wood if you hear me. I ain't knocking on shit.
The thing of this is, this free agency is stacked with offensive linemen. Now it's getting even more stacked. The fact that
there's no in free agency right now. There's no better center than Rodney Hudson on the market. There's not.
And I totally agree. You're not going to pay big money to a 35-year-old.
They want. Right. I'm not going to be getting these old ass Alex Mack and all these guys. Like, what? There's no center in free agency right now that can replace Rodney Hudson's ability to not allow the quarterback to get sacked.
And honestly, if worse came to shove, I mean, they could have benefited well had Corey Linsley still been on the free agent market. Had he even have been signed yesterday.
Yeah, but we released Rodney Hudson the next day. We already knew that Lindsey was going to be signed. He was going to be signed at day one. I already peeped that.
Yeah, same here. I knew Corey Linsley was going to get a contract, but it was dependent on the teams that were going to be interested in getting the contract.
Exactly, Ender Slayers. One step forward with 3,000 steps back. So true. See, if we go out, I'll be a little bit more happy if we go out and get like a Trent Williams for that right guard or that right tackle type of player. I don't mind going out and get Trent Williams, but we still going to need a center. And we gotta put our money into an offensive line, knowing damn well our offensive line was fine outside of Trent Brown, and we just could have focused on the defense.
Right. And now because even if this is what's the play game for offensive line, even if you have outside tackles that are going to protect you on the outside, you still need guys to protect the interior. Because think about it, how do you think Josh Jacobs will feel if he don't have
Josh Jacobs probably don't want to be a Raider no more either. I'm telling you, I bet you half of these players don't want to be Raiders no more.
kind of sad and unfortunate at this point?
It's freaking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I was like, once I saw the news and I started to see the red, I couldn't even believe it before my eyes. I was like, wow, they got rid of literally the interior. That's not a good thing.
I'm done, man. I'm just so over it. I'm so over it right now. I don't know, man. What you mean we are soft T Disney? If we so soft, go to another live stream because I really don't care at this point. I really don't care at this point, bro. I love my Raider Nation too. I love my Raider Nation, and we all feel the same way. But we don't know what the hell our team is doing.
It's frustrating.
Why the NFL, these teams fail to realize if you don't have an offensive line, your wide receivers won't be great. Your running backs won't be great. Your quarterback won't be great. They will not be great if they don't start from the inside, and that's the offensive line. Your offensive line makes your skill players great. Now we're doing outside, inside instead of inside, outside.
Right, exactly. And that's crucial. That's crucial for any team.
Exactly, the cable guy. Exactly, cable guy. He says players who not wanted to be here since Gruden became coach. Khalil Mack, Amari Cooper, Bruce Irvin, AB, Trent Brown, Hudson, Crabtree. What's going on? It tells you. It's Gruden, bruh. Bowman, yes. Do I have to keep going down the list? Aguilar's gone now.
Hell, even Holden Smith, of all people.
And he's having a heck of a time in Dallas right now.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope we can bring back Incognito and Gabe Jackson. If we can bring them back, that makes me feel a little bit much more better. But if we don't bring none of these guys back, it's a problem. It is a problem.
Could you imagine if this was the kind of rippling effect had Jack Del Rio still been the head coach?
This would never happen if Jack Del Rio was still the head coach. This would not happen. Actually, mind you, people failed to forget that he did go 12-4 with us. And then his second year, he went 6-10, and we gave up on him. But I understand the reason why he got fired, because you end up firing Bill Musgrave and bringing in Todd Downey as your offensive coordinator, which was bad. Which was really, really bad.
That was bad. And then on top of it, to freaking have Paul Gunther as your DC on top of
B.L., I don't know what you're talking about, complacency, shakeup. There's not no, bro. B.L., I'm usually with you, but this is not good for business. It's not a good thing for business when you have a guy that does not allow a sack in almost 5 or 6 years, and for him to just get released like that, like nothing happened. I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. I disagree with you, BL. I disagree with you. Sorry to say. I disagree with you, bro. I don't know what he's smoking up over there, man. But it's not a good thing for business, man. And I really hope that Yannick Ngakoue end up signing this contract tomorrow. I really hope that he signs this contract, because if he backs out of this contract, we're really screwed. Because they can't officially sign anything till tomorrow.
sad about this. Think about the futures with the big time guys, Max Crosby, and even Nick Kwiatkowski. That is not going to be the best feeling ever if that happens.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point, y'all.
Because BL is definitely giving me some shit, especially when it comes to the Chargers signing.
I'm telling you, like, people need to figure out these wide receivers, man. These wide receivers, man. That's in the actual free agency. Do you really think they want to come here if we don't have an offensive line?
Not one bit.
Of course they did Jack Del. Of course they did Jack Del real dirty, man. He went 12-4 his first year, and then ended up going 6-10 his second year, and then he ended up getting fired. I understand he got fired because of the whole Bill Musgrave thing, but damn, y'all giving John Gruden more of a fucking chance than Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't understand that.
Y'all can't tell me when the last time John Gruden built a successful team.
And think about that with the amount of money that they're paying. This literally solidifies it.
Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We really do appreciate it. Yeah, Kyle Long is not signing with us now. He's not. Kyle Long left the building without a contract. We're going to draft a whole bunch of old linemen, and they're going to struggle because offensive linemen just can't come in and be the immediate impact. They have to develop.
And they have to have veterans around them in order for the development to work.
Exactly.
That's what I think about it. Even if Rodney Hudson had stayed there, at least he would have guys that
he's not a huge loss, but don't get me wrong, Kyle Long is not a huge loss, realist, but compared to what we have now, it's a loss. It's a loss because we only got one starting lineman, and that's Colton Miller. Denzel Good is not re-signed. We got to rely on Sam Young and Brandon Parker. Hell no. Yeah, just put a fork at us now. Okay, so I did get some news from justblogbaby.com. It is saying Las Vegas Raiders, John Gruden doesn't gel with elite talent. Bingo.
Well, there's your problem.
Here's an article stating it, y'all, that John Gruden doesn't gel with elite talent. So it says that the Las Vegas Raiders made a splash in the worst way Tuesday, releasing their offensive lineman center, Rodney Hudson. Not only Hudson is the best offensive lineman on his roster, but he is widely considered the best center in the NFL, and this is one of the certain head scratchers for the Las Vegas Raiders. After word of his release began to circulate, was found that Hudson actually asked for his release, ending an incredible run with the franchise. His release was a shock, and when it comes to elite talent, John Gruden and those upper-level players have never gelled since return to the franchise. Hello. And then it's saying, since Gruden has returned to the Raiders, he made history of elite players finding their way out of the franchise. From trading away Khalil Mack in 2018 to the same with Amari Cooper during that year, Gruden seems allergic to keep talented players around him. While Cooper is not on Mack's level, he was one of the best players on the team, and Gruden found a way to get him out the silver and black. The Raiders continue to move on from elite players. So it says that in his first run with the team, Gruden seemingly attached to elite players, getting a great play from Hall of Famers Trent Brown and Jerry Rice and Charles Woodson. Since 2018, even though holdover players have wanted out, as Mack reportedly would not play for Gruden, and now Hudson asked for his release. When Gruden returned, he said players are dying to play for the Raiders. Maybe that's just not the case that they had. So I'm reading this article to y'all, Raider Nation, and I'm reading it to you, Jake, as well. He said, we all know soon that the reason was for Hudson to ask to be shown the door, as if he retires, It was because he felt that he was done, and if he moves on to play somewhere else, was the franchise that made him to want to leave. Still, release of Hudson was a huge loss for the Silver and Black, and unless Gruden can pull a miracle, Derek Carr will be running for his life next season.
Oh yeah, he is going to be running for his life next season. And here's the thing: this is why it's becoming more about blame in this Ravens organization. And now it's written in black and white, folks. Listen, I may be a Charger fan. Don't hate me, Raider Nation, but I feel for you. This is frustrating because I'm gonna tell you right now, Darian. How many times have I told you how much Dean Spanos whipped on offensive linemen to protect their quarterbacks for 30 years? 30 freaking years. And finally, to this point, I guarantee you, Philip Rivers looked at it like, they're really getting offensive linemen, and I'm retired? It took me 30 years to figure that out. I feel like with the Raiders right now, with their potentialities, with all these players, this is disappointing. And there you have it, written in black and white. He just can't seem to build a lot of these superstar potentials.
He can't gel. He can't gel. He can't gel with talented players. That's why if he go out and get a Juju Smith-Schuster, he's not going to gel with those wide receivers. He's not going to gel. He's not.
And think about the talents that the Raiders have right now. Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller. There's your superstar talents. Max Crosby, superstar talent. What's going to happen to them, at least, in the next couple of years, maybe even in the next couple of months? What could possibly happen at this point? That's the one question everybody has to realize, and they have to look at very, very carefully. Because you're constantly blaming this game on either Derek Carr or certain players. Blame it on the head of making this happen. That's definitely John.
I don't want to get people saying AJ Green or Galladay. I don't want that.
Oh dear Lord, no. Not even AJ Green. Are you kidding me? You're going to be going more backwards than forward. Absolutely not. AJ Green can't even stay on his damn heels.
All right, I want to make sure. Can y'all hear Jake on the line, y'all? Can y'all hear Jake on the line?
Can you hear me, guys?
All right, I want to make sure. Jake, talk real quick and see if we can hear you, bro.
Can you guys hear me, Raider Nation? Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear Jake on the line?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yup, they can hear you, bro. You're live on the Road Podcaster Pro, bro.
Real quick and see if we can hear you, bro.
All right. Well, guys, listen, Raider Nation. I'm gonna tell you right now. Take a long look.
All right, let me mute this. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear you, Jake, because we're live on the Roadcaster Pro, bro.
I'll tell you, it's unexpected time, but man, I'm glad to be up on here because listen, I've got news for you, Raider Nation. And listen, we may be on the opposite side, but we're all kind of going through the same similar frustrations we've been going through for years. At this point, the Raiders right now are continuously going backwards. You guys are going backwards with your future. Why? This is not the time to do so. This move initially from moving from Oakland to Las Vegas was meant to build and prepare for the future of excellence for the Raiders. It doesn't seem to be. This is clearly what's happening now. Superstar talent, they can't seem to gel well with the head of the coaching staff, John. And you guys are seeing this. You continuously play this blame game, saying and blame Derek Carr for a lot of these minor mistakes. Derek Carr needs help. He needs an offensive line to protect him. If you're not going to be willing to give that, he's going to want to trade out. He's going to want to get the hell out of town because all he asked for is a simple request, and they ain't going to give it to him. Now at this point, with Rodney Hudson gone, and Rodney Hudson, absolutely the catalyst of this offensive line. The fact that he has not allowed a sack, let alone pressures on the interiors of the offensive line, that is a humongous and massive loss for the Raiders. And they're going to have to rethink this because now the money has to be spent on this offensive line, which was meant to shape the defense initially. Even the defense started to struggle. Now the pendulum's out of whack. Everything is unbalanced with the Raiders. And this is the point now you really have to think back at who the real problem is. I feel like, to me, it's John Gruden. John Gruden continuously plays by the old Raider book that has been going on for years and years and years. Your future will never be bright. Your future will be cut short. Look at all these teams that's happening right now. I can speak amongst myself as a Charger fan. It took us 30 years to finally figure out, in order to keep the longevities of our quarterback, you need an offensive line. And we have not kept our quarterbacks for very long. Drew Brees, 5 years. Phillip Rivers spent the longest time until he went out and signed a 1-year deal with the Indianapolis Colts because he wants protection. He wants an offensive line to give him time to throw. Now, with having Justin Herbert in the middle of the mix, they're finally making this happen after 30 years. The Raiders cannot figure this out with both offense and defense. This is going to be bad news. And worst of all, think about the futures for Carr, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, the current superstars in that Raiders organization. What's going to happen with their future? You have to think carefully about this, guys. I may not be bleeding that silver and black, but I'll guarantee you, as a football fan, you do not want to feel like this. You do not want to end up having this type of frustration. I know this, understand this, and especially living here as a long-time Las Vegas resident, this is not how you start your future at all.
Right.
This is not how you start your future.
Absolutely. I definitely do agree there. So, I mean, if anybody do want to call in, I am going to put my number in the chat. So if you do want to call in, please put your thumbs up in the chat. Please put your thumbs up. I'm only going to be taking a few calls if you want to come in and say what you have to say. And we're going to definitely go from there. Jake, you can still hear me, right?
Yep, I can still hear you, man.
All right. So if you do want to call in and want have your voice heard, please let me know. I will put my number in the chat, or I'll put my number on here. So if you do, I mean, Jake is a part of the Spotlight Sports Network, y'all. I know that he lives in Las Vegas and he's a Chargers fan, but at the same time, like he's really realistic with it though. As a Chargers fan, he feels the way we feel with our offensive line. So I can't even like bash the Chargers right now. I really can't, because they did more in free agency than what we did. Jake is right. He's right. We can't be mad at him, man. We can't be mad at him. He's right. As a Chargers fan criticizing us, we criticizing our own damn team. But they did more in free agency than we ever did. So we're not going to sit here and disrespect Jake, man. We're not going to sit here and do that. So Jake, I'm going to let some people call up, man. I'm going to let some people call up, and then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to let some other people call up, and then we'll go from there, man.
Absolutely. Have at it. Definitely have your voices heard, Raider Nation, because this is important for your guys' team. Give feedback. Give them exactly your thoughts. Pinpoint it out. If you still don't understand and quite get the notion of the situation, that's okay. At least still be a fan. Realize this is exactly, as a diehard football fan, these are the kinds of situations you don't want to end up putting your organization in. Spending your money right and building superstar talent, making sure that everybody's getting along in the organization. So if you got something to say, drop your cojones, man, and sound off, because this is important. And I'll tell you right now, Darian, because I guarantee you that if I checked on Twitter right now and how JT the Brick feels right now, he's probably pissed off like the rest of Raider Nation right now. I guarantee it. But definitely have your voices heard, guys. And if you guys definitely want to end up checking out more on the Spotlight Sports Network, and of course check out more of my feedback and my opinions and my analysis as well, feel free to check out the Snake Sports Talk Show. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button for all notifications. I definitely have a lot to say from all teams' perspective and from all sports perspective, because I may not be throwing out my fandom, but I sure as hell am a sports realist. So definitely check it out, guys, for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks, Jake. I'm gonna have some people call in, and we're gonna go from there. And then I'm gonna take some callers right now, bro.
Absolutely, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
So that was my guy from the Snake Sports Talk Show. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe to this channel only on the Spotlight Sports Network. I am going to put my number up here right now. So if you do want to call, call in as we speak. Call in as we speak. And then once you make the phone call, then I'm going to put it on Do Not Disturb because this is an iPhone and we can't have too many people calling in at once. So please let me know when you're calling in so we can get this thing up and rolling, y'all. So make sure y'all want to call in and, put your voice up there. So make sure it's 610-712-0158 if you want to call in and feel how you feel about this, y'all. I won't be surprised if Yannick won't sign. So we definitely need the people to call in right now. If you do want to call in, we would love to hear you call in and have your voice heard. So Raider Nation, the number is up there, and make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we'll be doing call-in shows just like this soon. So make sure we do what we're supposed to do, y'all. But it's just mind-boggling to me, man. It's just mind-boggling. It hurts, man. It hurts. So if you want your voice to be heard, or you want to be on here while we look at NFL free agency, we have someone calling in. Hello. Hold on, give me 1 second, man. Let me make it. Let me make sure this is all good, man. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me now, man?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. This is a Spotlight Radio Talk, man. What's going on, man? Who just calling?
This is Dominique 5, man. What's going on?
Dominique 5, what's going on, my brother?
Man, financially, this is horrible. And also, it's horrible that Rodney Hudson wanted out. So if you look at it, like, none of our own free agents have been brought back. And it looks like nobody wants to be in Vegas. And I'm even nervous now if Yannick is even going to sign this contract, man.
I feel you, bro. I definitely feel you there, man. Like, nobody wants to be in Vegas. Just to let y'all know, if y'all are calling in, I'm taking one call at a time. So I know the lines is probably going to be busy, but just make me do this one call at a time, y'all. One call at a time. I am on the phone with Dominique 5. Just give me a second, y'all. That's why I'm declining your phone call, but I definitely will call y'all back if y'all don't call in. But Dominique 5, I agree with you, man. Like, I just don't know what to say anymore. Like, 4 out of our 5 offensive linemen are gone. Understand the Trent Brown situation, but now I'm understanding why he didn't want to be here anymore. He didn't want to be a Raider. Richie Incognito, Gabe Jackson, everybody, man. It's just the management really sucks at this moment. Management really sucks at this moment, and I thought bringing in Mayock would make things better, to make a better team for Gruden, and Mayock doesn't look like a general manager. He looks like the coach, and John Gruden looks like the GM. That's exactly what this looks like. Nobody wants to be. It's true though, man. Nobody wants to be a Raider, man. It's sad, man.
It is, and it would be totally different if. It would be totally different if, like, we just released him and it wasn't so much of a cap hit. Because I could see, like, we've had Rodney Hudson, we've had a good O-line, but our defense has been the problem. Like, we still haven't won a lot of games. So I could kind of see if, we just released him, we're going to save $10 million, or, you know what I'm saying? If we were actually saving some money. But the fact that it's going to hurt us, it just, man, I mean, like, where do they go from here? Like, do you trade Carr now? Like,
are we in a full, complete rebuild that you willing to trade Derek Carr now? Like, we all call him. We still got people. We still got this one person on the line. The lines are blowing up, Dominique. The lines are blowing up, man.
I bet, man.
They're blowing up, man. So let me just get to them. But thank you for calling in, man. We really do appreciate it. We want to keep doing this. call-ins like we've been doing, man. So it's just sad the way how things are going, man.
It is. It really is. But thanks for taking my call, bro. I appreciate it, man. I continue to listen.
All right, man. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yo, you calling into the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Who's this calling, man?
This is Bruce, man, from Oregon.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on with you, man? How are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing pretty good. I've had I don't know. I've had issues like myself. I've been a Raider fan since 1987, and it's like John Gruden. Just like you said a minute ago, it just seems like Mayock is coaching the team, and this guy is just like, well, I'm going to take this guy. I don't want this guy anymore. I mean, I'm positive, but after all this crap that we've been going through, man, like, it's like, you're right, man. People ain't going to want to come to the Raiders. Why would they? I mean, it seems like the players are getting treated like trash, man. All I've heard for the last couple of years, trade Carr, man. Like, give the guy a chance, man. Give guys that we had at one time, that time before Carr had went down, and I think it was he broke his fibula. The last game against the Colts that year in Oakland.
Yep.
Okay, that team could have went on and won the Super Bowl as far as I'm concerned. Okay, but it's like we had like the best offensive line. Like we were scary. And it's like now our defense is horrible. Our offense, from the COVID and all the injuries. I mean, it's been a joke, man, with this guy, man. I personally wish that they would get rid of Gruden and Mayock and bring some people in, because us fans deserve, as Raider fans, we deserve better. And it just seems like nobody in the upper management give a crap. And, that's just me. I'm going to go, man. I'll take and listen to what you say, man. Thanks.
Thanks for calling in. We really do appreciate it. I will be doing these call-in shows at least once a week. So, once we get some new stuff, hopefully, as I'm looking at right now, the Saints are interested in Richard Sherman. They're not even saying nothing about the Raiders. That's another issue too. But let me get to the rest of these callers, man. We definitely do deserve better, but I appreciate you calling in. You calling on the Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. Who's this calling, man?
What's going on, bro? This is Albert from LA.
Hey, what's going on, my brother? What's up with you?
Nah, man, I'm just trying to make sense of what the hell is going on, dude. This is shitted on my day, man.
Oh,
I don't get it, man. I've been a Raider fan since 96. I fucking, I got my tattoos. I love my Raiders and all that, but they make some shit that's like, what are we doing? What was the point of going out and signing Homeboy yesterday and we're going to go ahead and do this? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. People really don't want to pay for Chucky. Is it too much? What's going on, man? Like, I don't know. A lot of questions, dude. And it's like, how can you stay a fan like this? But us Raider fans, we die hard no matter what. We with our team, we die with it, whatever. LA to fucking wherever we go, we stay hard. You know what I mean? And it doesn't make any sense to us fans.
We feel like it's enough is enough at this point, man. Like you give us a new stadium that we requested. We moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. You give us a beautiful state-of-the-art stadium, and you want us to bring our asses into those seats to see a mediocre football team. I'm not built for that, man. As a Raiders fan, I'm not built for that.
No, man, it's been too damn long, man. We sucked so long that I finally had hope. Like, hell yeah, well, at least we got a top offense. We just need a better defense. So I said, well, this year we're going to take care of the defense. We'll be straight. Carr's going to do his thing. Waller's going to do his thing. Jason's going to do his thing. I agree with letting Trent Brown go. He was a bum. He didn't want to be a Raider, so get rid of him. But Jackson's been nothing but a professional since we drafted him. Hudson's been a professional since he came from us from the Queens. I don't get it. I really don't.
I don't get it either, man. And like I said before, John Gruden's the GM and Mike Mayock's the coach. That's what it's looking like. It's like reverse roles are being played right now.
I don't know, man. He just why get a GM to begin with? You shouldn't have just took it like Al Davis. I'll do it all. Fuck it. I'll be head coach. I'll be GM. I'll be everything. I'll be owner. I'll be everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, dude. But whatever. It is what it is. We're just pissed as Raider fans right now. But we all know damn well we're still going to follow them. Hopefully he clears things up. Hopefully there's an interview or something clearing up what happened or whatever the case is. And
it's just
going to roll with it, I guess.
Do you feel like, is it a culture change? I mean, a culture problem? Because, not Gabe Jackson, but Rodney Hudson asked for his release.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of
So
puzzled.
that's
It's
what
like,
that's what makes me feel some type of way about it, because he's asking for his release. Now it makes me think, like, did Trent Brown, we all knew that he had issues. We all knew that we didn't like him because he felt as though with the whole COVID thing, he didn't want to play. But is it, as I start to look at it now, is it really the reason he didn't want to play because of John Gruden and that organization and how it was being ran?
We've been hearing that for years.
That's what makes me think, though, because, like, if you think about it, Trent Brown was a good right tackle with the New England Patriots and won a Super Bowl with them, and you didn't hear a lick out of him. And then he comes here and don't want to play. Like, that's just kind of like eye-opening for me in some sorts.
It is, because all these years we sucked. A lot of players come out and say, now we don't want to go to Oakland or LA or whatever it is now, whatever you want to call it, because you go out there and die. Your career dies out there because it's a bad organization. We've been having that bad rap for years already, and we've gotten through it, our glory days back in the 70s, 80s, but come on, enough is enough. If that's the problem, then as an organization, we need to do better for the players and for the fans, because it's not fair to the players. They take a beating every Sunday during all week, for how many months it is that the season runs. They're taking a beating, and we're going to treat them like trash now. Dude, come on, man. You don't do that. Not to Hudson and Jackson, dude. They've been, like I said, they've been A+ fucking stand out, do whatever it is to help the team, and then we just push them out the door like that now. Dude, I wouldn't want to come over there either, man.
Yeah, you see how Nelson Aguilar was the guy to, call out the players and the coaches in the locker room. So I knew that once I saw that story come out, I had a feeling that he was not going to come back.
Something was up. He kind of called it right away, and I get it, because that whole Nelly thing, I would have been pissed as fuck too. You know what I mean? I just caught a bomb, and the defense goes out there and takes the shit. So I would have been heated too. You know what I mean? I understand where he came from and frustration. So I give him that.
Okay. So thank you for calling in, man. We do have another caller on the line, but thank you for calling in. Make sure you hit the like button,
brother. Do your thing,
man.
I enjoy watching you guys. I saw your little podcast yesterday with Docs and all of you guys. You guys are great, man. You guys keep us up to date. I love everything you guys do. One love, man. Let's go, Raider Nation. Let's get it done.
Thank you, man. Raider Nation, RN4L for life, man. That's what we do over here, man. Thank
you for calling brother. In. Have a good one.
You too. All right, so we waiting for somebody. We waiting for the guy from Georgia. We had a guy from Glenville, Georgia call. So if you want to call back in, make sure you call back in. Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not coming out, y'all. He's definitely not coming out. It's just really sad that, the Raider Nation, we want to hear y'all, man. We want to hear y'all voices. So make sure y'all call in 610-712-0158. I'm opening up the phone lines as we speak. I don't really like wanting to have these headphones on because it'd be so hot in here. So hopefully we can have more people call on in. We waiting for y'all to call in and waiting for y'all. So I haven't heard any new news for the Raiders just yet. It's just sad, man. I don't even know what to say anymore. All right, we got someone coming in. Yo, what's going on, man? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, man? You on the Spotlight Raiders Talk? Who's this calling, man?
This is your brother Larry Fleming.
Hey, Larry, what's going on, man? I haven't heard from you in a while, my guy. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm just hanging in there, trying to rough it out down here, past the border in Mexico.
I can understand that, man. I can understand that. But how are you feeling about this whole situation with our offensive line, man? Let the nation know, man. We got 223 people in the chat right now. Let them hear what you got to say, man.
Oh, definitely. I'm not happy about it, but I'm trying to keep it positive. I'm trying to, keep the hope alive. Rodney Hudson had his reasons, and maybe he was, really, he was rubbing shoulders with Gabe Jackson. When Gabe Jackson was released, then he wasn't happy. It could be anything. It could be any scenario. But, I'm still going to, of course, just like everybody else, I'm going to ride it out with the Raiders. I'm going to give them all the support that I can, despite the fact that, hey, I'm not happy that my boy Rodney, he asked for his walking papers and they gave it to him. So I have to respect it, you know?
Right,
And
but do you feel like it's an issue with like the culture in the Raiders culture, or why players don't want to come here? Because there's so many players that was out there that we could have got. If we knew that we was going to make this move with Rodney Hudson, what we should have did was try to go after some offensive linemen after we got Yannick. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like it's a culture issue because of that? Like I don't know. I don't feel like players want to come play for us now because of this.
yeah, I think when Yannick signs that contract, that's really going to speak. It's going to say something. But there can be something going on behind closed doors. It could be a culture thing. And maybe John is rubbing like the elite players the wrong way. You know, his personality is a bit rough, abrasive. He was over inside the booth talking and stuff, doing the commentating. He got full of himself, probably. I don't know. And then to receive that massive contract, well, he got to produce. That's all there is to it. He got to produce. And I was thinking, hey, it'd be lovely to see three championships. And I'm not going to settle for less. I want to see 3 championships. We going into year number 4. Hey, within these 2 years, there got to be something going on when it comes to that hardware. That hardware got to come in.
And it's just crazy how like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just revamped within 2 years, and they was able to get a Super Bowl out of it. That tells you what type of organization that you have, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You know, and I mean, if other teams can do it, then why not the Raiders? Look at what happened with Philadelphia. Remember when, they wasn't, I ain't going to say they were like bottom feeders, but they were a struggling organization. And then out of nowhere, that pass defense and stuff, those defensive ends, they started turning on.
Yeah.
And they came out with Nick Foles. They came out with a championship. And we talking about Nick Foles.
Right.
How can we not deal with Derek Carr? How can we not do it with Derek Carr?
That's why I think it's a John Gruden thing. I feel like nobody wants to play for him anymore. Because there's no way that you have the legendary Howie Long's son leave the building without a contract.
Exactly. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. But we do have other callers on the line, man. Thank you, Larry, for calling in. We really do appreciate it, man. Raider Nation.
Raider Nation. I'm out.
You calling on the Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. Who is this caller, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, this is Big City Raider from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
What's going on, man? What's up with you? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just trying to swallow the bad news, but what can we do?
I mean, what can we do? But at the same time, now, what's our offensive line going to look like for Carr? That's my only thing. Like, I think the Rodney Hudson move was just a wrong move for us, man. It was a wrong move. It was a bad move. And I think that we should never, it's not really against, we really going to be against the cap now because we released them, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for the 223 people that is watching in the chat right now, let them know how you feel about the Raider Nation and the moves that have been made.
I think they of course, our defense has been bad for years or whatever, so we're trying to fix our defense. And I think we're focusing too much on trying to fix that, and we're forgetting that we still have a good offensive line, or we had an offensive line, and now it's just crumbling before our eyes. And now we got to focus on the draft and the free agency on both sides of the ball. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. So I feel you. I feel you 100% now, but people saying that John Gruden's contract is $100 million guaranteed. Absolutely not. John Gruden already came out and stated that if he does get fired, he's not going to take any of that money. It's just sad to see a good guy like Rodney Hudson that has not really allowed the sack in like 5 or 6 years for him to go. And he was the cornerstone of that offensive line to make sure everything was good. So it's just really tough to see that happen, and we're not making any moves right now with the cap space that we have. So even though that we have all this cap space, do you think we're going to make a move today in day 2 of free agency?
The way it's been looking, I don't see it. All the good guys are falling left and right. They're going to all these other teams, and we're just sitting here watching, not making any moves. We have all this money, but for what? We're not doing anything with it.
Right.
I mean, what can we do?
What can we do, man? That's another thing. What can we do? I mean, I think if it's a coaching issue, then Gruden needs to get out, because even when Keyshawn Johnson played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after that Super Bowl, he wanted out. He did not want to play for John Gruden, and it's been an article that put out by Just Blog Baby saying that John Gruden does not gel well with elite players. If that is, if you see that, if I'm Mark Davis, if you see that, you got to have a conversation with Gruden. You got to have this conversation.
Yeah, even if you look back with Gannon, Gannon was always bumping heads with Gruden. He just had the mouth to speak back, and maybe some of these players are just tired of Gruden, and they're just trying to get out. Maybe I don't know, maybe he's not treating them right or what he's doing, but I can see that it's time for Gruden to go. Even though I was happy when he came back, but as time goes on, I see he's even just some of the play calls on like in the red zone and stuff, that some of the calls he would make, they're just like crazy. And yeah, maybe it is Gruden, and maybe it's time for him to go.
Yeah, maybe it is time for him to go, man. It maybe it's time for him to go. I think I think it's right. I think it's right is now that, I mean, if we do, the only thing about it is if we do get rid of Gruden, we got to think about who's out there on the coaching who can come in. I mean, Eric Bieniemy, I mean, he could be one of those guys that could come in, but I don't know if they even re-signed him. From the Kansas City Chiefs, because he's a good offensive coordinator. He could be a good head coach for the Raiders. I think people will play for Bieniemy in my honest opinion. But it's just a lot with everything. It's just a lot with how things are going.
I know it's a long shot. Maybe we could reach for Jack Del Rio, bring him back.
Yeah, I say get Bieniemy. I say we'll get him, but we still have more people on the other line, man. Thanks for calling in. Really do appreciate it, man. Make sure you keep tuning into the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate all the content you put out, and keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. You called on the Spotlight Raiders Talk Show. This is Darian. Who is this calling, man?
Dave Pardo.
Hey, Dave. What's going on, my God? What's up with you, man?
Shut the fuck up. Fucking dumb bitch, you fucking ugly fucking black nigger. Fuck you dumb fucking bitch, you fucking ugly fucking faggot. Shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch.
I don't know who that was, but I don't take those racist calls. But thank you for calling into the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Who is this calling, man?
Hey, this is Sean, big Raiders fan.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much, just hearing about all this, and then
what's going on? How you feel about the the moves that the Raiders been making? We got 209 people in the chat. Let them know how you feel.
I really feel like we should fire John Gruden, bring back Del Rio.
Okay.
Because if you look what Del Rio did 2016, bringing all these good players in, giving them contracts, and in 2018, Khalil Mack was the best player. 2016, 2017, Gruden throws him out.
Right.
And then Bruce Irvin, who helps Mack, like, come on, you throw him out too?
Yeah, it's just, and now we just getting rid of everybody.
And Derek Carr, MVP form 2016, gets injured next year.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That is all the roster moves that we made since Mayock's been here, since Gruden's been here, has been terrible moves. I mean,
2018, I was a little excited that Gruden became coach, and then once he traded Khalil Mack away, I was like, oh no. I was like, this is going to be the end of the.
Yeah, I mean, even with, like, if you notice, if you look at all the players that Gruden got rid of, they played better somewhere else. Like, even though that people thought that Amari Cooper was soft, but he earned his money in Dallas. I mean, he did. You can see that he started playing in Dallas, and that's what we wanted out of him here. But people don't want to play for Gruden.
What he was doing in 2016, now look what he was doing with Dallas. He's balling out there.
Right.
And last night, I was going like, okay, we should get like a good wide receiver since Nelson Aguilar left. Hearing about this now, who's going to want to play for us?
Exactly.
Now it's like
that's why I feel like with in the free agency, I think that if defensive players is going to come here, they're going to play for Gus Bradley. They're not going to play for Mayock. They're not going to play for Gruden. They're going to play for Gus.
now the issue I see with this is with no offensive line, what's that going to do with Derek Carr now?
Yeah.
Because Derek Carr is my favorite player. I have a jersey of him.
It's oh man, I just feel bad for Derek Carr because like when he doesn't have an offensive line, he struggles. But that's for any quarterback. Like if you got to have a unity at the offensive line to have a great quarterback, to have a good running back, to have good wide receivers. If we go out and we get Juju Smith-Schuster after releasing Rodney Hudson, then our priorities are fucked up as Raiders fans.
I mean, going into this offseason, our whole focus was defense, building that defense.
Yeah,
and now we have to worry about
building our defense. Exactly.
Because of all those games we had choked.
Yeah. And you see that.
But now we have to worry about a new offensive line, too.
A new offensive line that has to learn how to gel together. Because we had that same line for so many years. Only person that was new on that line was really Trent Brown. I mean, Denzel Good has been a backup. Brandon Parker has been a backup. Sam Young's been a backup. And we just drafted Simpson. So yeah.
And personally, I think if we were to bring back Jack Del Rio again, he would find every player that John Gruden has probably traded away and probably find a way to get them back.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have Jack Del Rio back, but if we can't, then I think we should go after Eric Bieniemy if we get rid of John Gruden. I think Eric Bieniemy is a great offensive mind, and I feel like having him with Gus Bradley will be a 1-2 tandem.
Oh yeah. Plus now there's Bleacher Report people saying Gruden equals Bill O'Brien.
Yes, that's exactly what it's looking like. That's exactly what it's looking like. It's looking like Bill O'Brien all over again.
It looks like Bill O'Brien 2.0 right now.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien 2.0. I could definitely say that. So somebody said that y'all need to chill out. Andre James isn't bad. He's only a role in his right tackle and can find someone to fill it in. People need to fail to realize that Rodney Hudson didn't allow us. He had a 93.6 passer rating since 2015, and that's the best among all centers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Come on now. You can't replace that.
And like the first dude that called on your show was saying, if it wasn't for Derek Carr going down, we could have gone to the Super Bowl that year.
Exactly. And we had Donald Penn at the time. Donald Penn was the one that let that Trent Cole come in and sack Derek Carr. But Donald Penn ended up retiring as a Raider, so I can't really be mad at that anymore. But
now, first, I would think when they were up 33 to what was that score, like 33-14 at that game?
Yeah.
When I think they should have let Derek Carr ride the rest of the game on the seat so he could stay intact for that game against Denver, so that we could win the crown that next week. But
so we have a $5 before you go. I want you to answer this. We have a $5 super chat from Raider Rich. He said, "This just shows what players think of Derek Carr. No one wants to play for him. People want to play for Derek Carr. People don't want to play for John Gruden." So thanks for the $5 super chat. But what are your thoughts on that? In my opinion.
Oh, wait, repeat that again.
He says that. Hold on. Let me go back to it. He says that. This shows that what players think of Derek Carr. Don't no one want to play for Derek Carr.
I mean, he's kind of right.
You think people don't want to play for Derek Carr?
No, my bad.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they want to play for Derek Carr. I think they don't want to play for John Gruden because look.
I gotta go.
All right, man. All right. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate it. All right, so I mean, everybody has their mixed reviews on certain things, man. People have their mixed reviews on it. So, thanks for everybody for calling in. Really do appreciate it. If you do want to call in, please let me know because I'll put the number out there if you do want to call in So please let me know if you want to call in or not. I think it's because he's a follower of God, but that's my opinion. Bruh, I am so pissed. I understand that y'all pissed, man. I understand that y'all pissed. But is that Jackson Kruger? I don't know if that's Jackson Kruger or not. I don't know. $5 to spew garbage. Yeah, thank you. I mean, thank you for the $5 donation. Really do appreciate it. You know, I don't ask for donations as much. That's just not me. I don't ask for donations. So with that being said, yeah, man, it's just been tough. You know, thanks for keeping it real. What a terrible day roster wise it is. Gruden go back to TV. I don't even want him on TV, bro. Honestly, I don't even want him on TV. So that's another thing. I don't even want him on TV. Gruden isn't a bad coach. Y'all just got to be patient. He is a bad coach. He is a bad coach. You tell me every time he goes 6-3, he collapsed in the second half. Every time in his career. Let's be real. No one asked for Gruden back. I didn't ask for Gruden back. It's about be patient. We tired of being patient. Exactly, Bernard. We're tired of being patient. We're tired of being patient. If you're a Raiders fan, you're tired of being patient. I'm not sitting here spending $100 million on a guy that does not have a winning season, that can't make the playoffs. Y'all, Jack Del Rio was 12-4, and then he goes 6-10, and then y'all give him the boot because of John Gruden. Get out of here with that. That's the problem with the Raiders. That's the problem with some Raiders fans. Y'all don't see it in a realistic way, and y'all have to see it in a realistic way. We making a run for Wilson or Watson? Absolutely not. We're not. We're not. We're not. We're not making a run for any of them. Absolutely not. We're not. Nope. This is all on Gruden and Mayock. Reggie McKenzie would not let this go down. Reggie McKenzie would not let this go down. He probably laughing at us right now. He's probably laughing at us right now. Raider Rich gives another $5 donation. Thank you for the donation. He says that Derek Carr falls apart every winter, but you're blaming Gruden. Dude led the league in turnovers after week 19. Every time that John Gruden goes 6-3, he always have a collapse. People feel as though that Derek Carr is the problem when nobody wants to play for him. How can Derek Carr put up 30 plus freaking points on offense for y'all to say that is Derek Carr? The guy puts up 30 plus points on offense where our defense gives up more than 30 points a game. How do you win football games like that? How? Derek Carr doesn't control personnel. Derek Carr is not the GM. Derek Carr is not the coach. He just do what he's told. Seriously. Thanks for the $5 donation, but stop that. There's nothing to blame here about Derek Carr. That defense was terrible all year long. Terrible. Mariota is going to get traded. Stop it. Stop it. There's no way you could blame Derek Carr when he's putting up 30 points a game on offense when we have a top 10 offense. We have a top 10 offense. We had a top 10 offense. Stop it. And shout out to Rex Abanez for the $5 donation. Raider Rex from HB Culinaries is in OC. Please don't sacrifice the offense just to build a defense. Raider since 1974. Correct. And that's what we're doing. I don't understand. Carr isn't the problem, and Raiders fans need to fail to realize that. Carr is not the problem. We're just fed up as Raiders fans, man. We just fed up. We're just literally just fed up as Raiders fans, man. It sucks. We probably plug Maurice Hurst and clean up fair at the defensive tackle. We might be getting our offensive line in the draft. Our edge is Max and Yannick Ngakoue. If Yannick Ngakoue decides to even sign that contract after what just went down today. DC haters are illusional. DC busts his ass for a much shit football team, which is his defense that lets him down. Carr is not the problem. Thank you. Are we able to call in? If you want to call in, just let me know. I will put it up there real quick because it's my personal. I can't keep giving out my number like that, man. Carr is getting traded. 501 Original says if he gets traded, man, I'm really done with the Raiders. Ain't no dynasty coming, man. Ain't no dynasty coming. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got 227 people in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time ever being on our YouTube page, we would suggest that you subscribe. Hit the bell button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the bell button. I'm going to lose my shit if Carr runs and gets sacked all day. Listen, we don't have no offensive line now. All right, so the number, listen to the number real quick. Make sure I have something to write down the number with. It's 610-712-0158. That's the number, 612. All right, so here we go. We might have a caller in right now. You calling on the Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. This is Darian. Who is this calling, man?
What's going on, Big Dog? It's Albert again, dude. I'm still on your show. I just needed to make this comment. Y'all need to stop about that whole card thing, man. It ain't Carr's fault. It wasn't the offense fault, period. I mean, I get into argument with my brother because we both diehard Raider fans, and he be telling me I got a man crush on Carr, and I'm like, excuse me for having a fucking man crush on a QB that's actual good QB. I forgot how many QBs we went through before we landed Carr in the draft. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with him. I mean, come on, he's shown nothing but, you know, being a professional and doing everything he can for the team. But all these Carr haters always out there right real quick to blame him, but they don't say anything when he throws for 3,000 yards a season, 4,000 yards a season, make shit happen. You know what I mean? But it's just frustrating, dude. Carr gets the shit of the blame just because he's the easy target because he's, you know, he's religious, so they see him as an easy target. Just well, he's not gonna say anything. He's religious. He's not gonna say nothing. It's just frustrating, dude. You know.
I feel like now these Raiders. I mean, these Carr haters. They're going right in. They're going right in and setting up. You know, they're setting up their Carr to fail with no offensive line now. Now it seems like if we go out and get defense and then we don't address the offensive line, they're gonna say, "Oh, Derek Carr had a defense," but no, he don't have an offensive line. So
you can't do much. It doesn't matter who our QB is if our offensive line sucks. Dude.
Exactly. That's the problem. And think about it. If they think Josh Jacobs is going to be the same running back that he is, people fail to realize that if you don't have an offensive line, you don't have an offense. If you don't have a defensive line, you don't have a defense. That's just how it works. It works from the line on up. People fail to realize that because I used to coach football, and I'm gonna let you speak and let you say what you have to say. But I'm gonna let them know the people that's actually the 226 that's actually watching in the chat. As a coach, the way you build your team is through your offensive line. Why you think the Tom Brady's of the world, the Patrick Mahomes of the world, the Aaron Rodgers of the world, they have an offensive line. That's why they're able to go deep into the playoffs. And you know what? They were able to go deep into the playoffs with a defensive line that was able to get to the quarterback to help out the linebackers and the corners and the safeties. It's all three phases of a game on the offense and on the defense. Simple as that.
It is. It starts in the trenches, both on the offensive line and the defensive line. If you don't have an offensive line to block, for the running back or block to throw a bomb or whatever we need, then it's done. We're not gonna do anything. Look what happened to Patrick Mahomes this Super Bowl. His line was pretty much gone, and he couldn't do anything. He was running for his life.
And that's why they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's why they lost to the Bucs.
They had a better defensive line than they had an offensive line. So that's.
I mean, Mahomes could do as much as he can, but he's not a wizard like that to pull it out of his hat. You know what I mean? Not by himself. Not with an offensive line, you can't do nothing.
Right.
It didn't even matter. There wasn't Bell with them. It didn't even matter that Le'Veon Bell was playing with the Chiefs. They couldn't do nothing.
Right. It starts with the trenches.
It doesn't make any sense, dude. I'm just so pissed. Like, why are you gonna mess with something that wasn't broken?
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And they just fucked it all up, and now we're backed up. I mean, I just hope they have Chucky has a plan. But the way it looks like he's just doing shit just to do stuff. I hope he does. I mean, and how any good centers coming out this year in the draft? Too, that's the only thing I could think of. We gotta move on. We gotta find a center.
It's more guards and more tackles that's coming out better in the draft. And people saying I think there's no offensive lineman in the draft that's better than Rodney Hudson. I'm sorry to say.
No,
I don't care.
Not even in the league right now. No, not even in the league.
Not even in the league. Not even in the draft. There's not an easy replacement for a guy that only allowed a couple sacks in more than 5 years. Come on.
Exactly, dude. It's just mind-boggling, dude. You know what I mean? As a Raiders fan, like I said, it doesn't make any sense. But we're just gonna keep following the team and I guess roll with the punches. We're just pissed as hell right now. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
and like I said, these car haters, they need to stop, man. How many quarterbacks did we not go through before we ended up drafting Carr? And he's worked out. He's not the best, you know what I mean? His record isn't as good as other quarterbacks, but he's been our starter for a while, and it's for a reason. People were trying to trade for him just not that long ago, and we said no. It's for a reason, because they know he's a good quarterback. He just needed a better defense. The fact that he leads the league or second in the league behind Stafford and comeback wins tells you that the defense has sucked since he's been with us.
Right. Right. And
that's simple.
The guy has a better completion percentage than mostly any better quarterback in this league. And then on top of that, he throws for 4,000 passing yards in the last 3 years. I'm sorry, but
it's his fault.
It's his fault. But it's his fault, right? We have a top 10. We have a top 10 offense in the league with the worst defense in the NFL. Of course, we're going to lose games.
He has to play damn near perfect for us to win with that defense we had last year.
Right. And the thing about it is, even with Mariota, we still lost the game with Mariota. Even though he played our defense. Everybody want to talk about quarterback. How about our defense screwed us? And how about John Gruden not going for it on 4th and goal in OT instead of going for a field goal? But you want to blame Carr for that?
No. I mean, besides the loss to the Falcons, I think that's the only time that our offense took a shit against. I don't know what the fuck happened to us against the Falcons.
It was the Falcons game and the Patriots game. I think our offense was shitty.
That other than that, they were on point. We moved it against Tampa. We moved it against Indy. Any of those teams that were in the playoffs, we moved it against them. We scored on them. We showed we can. But our defense was lacking, whatever it was lacking. And, you know, it just doesn't make any sense for us to blow up the whole offensive line just to fix the defense.
Right. I agree.
I mean, I've been saying since day one, the only thing we need is a defensive tackle. We need a good defensive tackle that could take on 2-3 blocks, free up the linebackers, and free up the defensive ends, dude. And that's it. That's all we needed was a defensive tackle. Because as a corner, as a safety, you could only cover for so long.
Right. You can only cover for so long. But we got other callers, man. We got other callers calling in. Thank you so much for calling in and, letting your voice be heard on the Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. We'll definitely have, more call-in shows. So you can call in at any time, man.
All right, brother. Thanks, man. Raider Nation, let's stay positive and see what happens, man.
All right. Raider Nation, man. Thanks. You're calling into the Spotlight Raiders Talk. This is Darian. Who's this calling?
This is Cash Me Out OG Splash Town calling.
What's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it, man. How you feeling today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I really like your content, and I appreciate what you're doing for the Raider Nation out here, man. I really love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's all about hard work and grind and giving y'all the best content that I can give y'all, man. So we have about over 246 people watching, man. How do you feel about what's going on with the Raiders right now?
I know it's tough for us, and I know that John Gruden and Mayock is trying to do the best of what they can, and I know that Hudson asked to be released, and I feel like they want to try to get Josh Jacobs going a little bit more. He only averaged 3.1 yards this season, and I feel like they're trying to beef up the run game. And that, you know, if you could defend the run really good, you can get a card, got good pocket presence. He get rid of the ball quick. You know, he's real accurate and smart. And I believe it's a long process, but we will get it right this year. We will get it right.
I understood the Gabe Jackson situation, cap space, Richie Incognito, cap space, but I think Rodney Hudson was in a great spot with us. I think if you just would have put like another right guard or another right tackle next to Rodney Hudson, because you know Rodney Hudson didn't, like I said, he haven't give up a sack in like almost 4 or 5 years. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler, so it was shocking to the Raider Nation. It was even shocking to Ian Rappaport that you know that we even
let somebody like that go.
Exactly. So it's just like it makes it seem like okay, cool. But I do agree on what you're saying. I do agree with what you're saying. They trying to beef up, knowing that Josh Jacobs averaged 3 point, something yards a carry, but you could have built that around Rodney Hudson.
Yeah, but another thing about Rodney Hudson and the other guy, Gabe, they undersized. I know they smart, they could do their job, but you want somebody at least 6'5", 6'7", somebody tall like Trent Brown was. If we can get some big stuff guys like that and replace them, it could be beneficial to us.
I can completely agree. But the question is, who wants to come play for Gruden?
I know.
Because you see,
in order to get people to come play for us, you have to give more incentives on players that want to excel, like give them bonuses for achieving goals throughout the season.
Right.
And find them hungry people. You can find most of them people coming out of college, to be honest with you. You work on them, they want to get better. They want to solidify their brand, their product. Our safety position will get covered. TCU, Trayvon, I believe Mike Mayock is going to go for him. And we got a couple of pieces that's willing willing to take it to the next level, like David Irvin. We got a lot of pieces that's going to get bigger and stronger. And I think if Farrell gained 20 more pounds and be the inside stuffer, we'll be good too.
All right, so we have T. Disley saying the players love Gruden, players go where the money is at. Come on, man, get real. If that was the case, T. Disley, look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They brought everybody back.
Because they know they got Tom Brady. They know they got a system there.
I'm just saying defensively. If it was about money, players wouldn't be taking pay cuts to stay there.
They taking cuts. They taking cuts to play with Brady.
Yeah, Shaq Barrett. It took a massive pay cut to stay with the Buccaneers. He got bigger offers from other teams. So if that was the case, that money players go where the money is, that Shaq Barrett would have left Tampa Bay if that was the case. That's just an example.
Yeah, but that's not like for everybody. He see the big picture. He want them rings. He want to chase them rings, and everybody can't go to Tampa Bay. And the thing about this is, we just need players that want to play football and not concerned about the bag. If we can get some players that want to get their brand out there, we got to go young. We do need some veterans in there like Sherman, Patrick Peterson. We need those guys. Under Gus Bradley, I know a lot of people talk about our defense last year was horrible, it was bad. It's the coordinator. You know what I'm saying? We got a new coordinator. Give us at least 1 or 2 years with this guy. Bring in Melvin, and let's get it done.
I agree. I agree with you too. But I just feel like if players are leaving the Raiders, right, or they're getting released, I feel like it's something behind the scenes that's hurting us from getting players. Like why Kyle Long leave the building without getting a contract, knowing that his family has a history with the Raiders.
With the Raiders, his father.
Yeah, his father. And they bleed that silver and black. And for him to leave without a contract, that's a question mark to me. That is a big question.
He had a workout. He had a workout for us. He had a workout, and I do respect his decision to come to us first, and give us a chance to try to get him. I don't know how old this guy is, if he's injury prone. Kyle Long, I know he's a good guy. He's a ready starter. You can put him in, plug him in, and go. Maybe he was asking for too much money. I'm not sure. I don't know. I wish we could have got him. We might still be able to get him if he ain't signed with nobody.
That's true.
The Raiders gonna offer him. He will. I do 80% believe he will be a Raider because I think Kansas City ain't gonna give him all that money. You know what I'm saying? If he asking for big money, I don't know the situation, but I think the Raiders are in a good chance. We just gotta, sit tight and just pray for the best. I hear a lot of people dogging everything. It's kind of hard when your hands tied behind your back and your players, trying to make a better situation for themselves. Hey, man, my best friend's gone. Oh, shit, my other best friend's gone. I'm here alone with this other guy, too. You're a veteran, dog. What I'm going to do?
I mean, I just feel like when it comes to, because I'm a former coach. I'm a former football coach.
Okay.
It's only reason why I was so successful, and even though that I coached a little bit of high school and I coached a little bit of, I wouldn't say little league because for ages 14 to 16 is not little league in my opinion anymore.
No.
Because that's going because that's good. That next thing to high school. Only reason why I had a winning pedigree because I resonated with my players.
Yes.
I can have conversations with my players. The players was allowed to come to me for anything. And I feel like
on and off the field.
And I think with John Gruden, in my opinion, I think he was not a type of coach that you could go to talk to about anything. It doesn't. I think the players didn't resonate with John Gruden. You see how Nelson Aguilar had
not to throw you, but you see how when he on camera, he try to play himself like, oh, I'm football, I'm Mr. Football, you come talk to me. You kind of give off a different vibe, but the players may see something different. Maybe he wanted them. Now check this out. Who do you think is a more strenuous coach to play for? John Gruden or Bill Belichick? You see, I think Bill Belichick is maybe a lot more harder than John Gruden. So it's kind of weird, maybe John Gruden is too soft. Maybe he's too laid back.
Right. He used to be, remember that first tender that he was with us? He didn't give it. John Gruden didn't give a shit what any of the media said. He didn't care. Yeah. But now you hear him in press conference, and it seems like he's beating around the bush about stuff like, come on, dog. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you not you're not holding nobody accountable in that locker room? You're not holding nobody accountable in that locker room. And then when Nelson Aguilar finally came out and told him that the players sucked, now you don't want to re-sign him. I'd rather have a guy like that to keep it real than have some players come in here and just play for a check and don't care about winning.
Yeah, and I knew Nelson Aguilar wasn't going to sign with us when he made that comment public. Like you say, you was a coach. In locker rooms, players go at each other all the time at halftime, after the game. Don't let it leak into the media. You become a cancer instantly to your team. Just like me and you boys, and you talking behind me in the mall or something real like, hey, nigga, why you got them dusty shoes on? Or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And so that can hurt the chemistry of your teammates, too. Now, check this out. All wide receivers. Now, Nelson Aguilar tried to dog our wide receivers. You can't dog Darren Waller. You can't dog Henry Ruggs because he was hurt. A lot of people don't know the reason why Henry Ruggs was a decoy all year long because he took a big hit in his knee, and he wasn't the same. They didn't want to put it out there in public, so defenses will strategize more against our offense. Don't worry about Ruggs going deep. We just double up on Aguilar and Waller. You know what I'm saying? So Ruggs will be the player that we thought he should have been in season one. He's a light guy. He needs to put on some weight like Tyreek Hill. You see Tyreek Hill, he's muscled up. But I believe that, honestly, the only receivers that was slumping was very little, like Jay Jones. He really didn't get no playing time. Brian Edwards was hurt. He's going to be our Calvin Johnson in the future. Develop him right, So for him to blow up like that on our receivers, it's kind of weird to me. I know you come to the side, you talk to him. Don't make it media. Don't make the media get involved in it.
I mean, sometimes sometimes the media needs to hear that, and a lot of the media that actually heard that was actually happy that Nelson Aguilar said something, because the way that our team fell out in that second half, and the players was not talking to a point like how frustrated they are.
That's where the coach come in. That's where the coach come in.
But that's where the coach come in. But Gruden wasn't saying anything. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Monkey see, Monkey do. If Gruden's not going to say nothing, then the player's not going to say nothing. The players will be like, oh damn, Gruden didn't say nothing. I guess it's okay to be like this. No, it's not okay to be like that. I feel like
if Gruden can't hold people accountable, he need an offensive coordinator that will.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. He wants to be the play caller, and that's what makes John Gruden egotistic, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think he should be doing play calling. I think they need a young college guy, that knows this option play that a lot of these teams is running, and let him just motivate players and get people in, let him just coach these players, man, instead of trying to do everything. You can't do everything. It's too much.
All right, so
you wishy-washy.
T Disley, he's in the chat right now talking about that we're soft Raiders fans because of Rodney Hudson. People failed to realize, and I'm going to keep saying it. The guy was 93.6 in passer blocking. That's the best among all centers in the NFL since 2015.
Ever. He was like a Khalil Mack of the offensive line.
Exactly.
You do not let that leave the building whatsoever.
Exactly.
You do your best to keep him there. What's wrong? Is there anything we can do to get this right? You know?
Absolutely.
But if you eat too much chicken all the time, you're going to be tired of chicken. Sometimes you just get tired of I need stability, and that's what a lot of people getting older. How old is that guy? 30 years old. They getting old. They thinking about their future. So I'm the best in the league. I need to go somewhere where my talent can win us some games. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Right.
Appreciate it. That's it. And Derek Carr loved the guy, man. Not saying that some of his teammates didn't love him. It's just sad. And I pray and hope that we get some young, hard talent. At the finish, Tom Cable was a really good offensive line coach. I give him a lot of credit. But I do believe John Gruden cost us 2 games last year on his play calling. We could have easily made the playoffs with his play calling. Easily.
Absolutely.
And he needs to put his pride to the side. I believe that, and just let these players play, man, and let Mayock continue to do what he's doing. We can't hit on everything. David Arnett was hurt this college year with a cast on his wrist. Hurt again. He's going to pan out to be a really good player. You put LaMarcus Joyner in a slot, you're asking to get murdered all day long. You got to leave that guy at free safety. They should have kept him. But once again, LaMarcus Joyner and Eric Harris is undersized. My ideal safeties, you got to at least be about 6'1", 6'2". At least the contest for them high for them passes that's coming, jump balls. You need people that'll react. Earl Thomas was good, but people think he's a locker room cancer. I believe he could be a strong Raider for us with his mentality. Give those guys a chance.
Absolutely. But we got to get to some other calls, man. Thank you so
definitely.
much.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for coming on and having a conversation with me. If you want to call in anytime we have a call-in show, absolutely call in, and we can talk some Raiders football, man.
I respect it. Much love. Thanks.
All right, no problem. All right, so thank him for coming in and talking about it, man. Thank you for calling in. Man, it's been a day, man. It's been a day. We're going to be on here for 1 more hour. We are 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is in. Thanks for calling in. We really do appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We got 225 people in the chat as we speak. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to run to the restroom. I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours now. I'm going to get me something to drink, and I will be right back, y'all. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk, and I will see y'all in like a couple minutes. Not even less than like 5 minutes. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your boy is back. Your boy is back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that I had to take that quick break real quick. But I am officially back, man. I am officially back. So make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you do want to call in and talk about this, make sure y'all call 610-712-0158. We're going to be, taking some calls and talking about the free agency. Let's talk about the state of the Raider Nation as well. So 610-712-0158. I did not take a Dookie. I did not do that, J-Dog. J-Dog, I did not do that. Are we rebuilding? It sounds like we are, man. I'm tired of rebuilding. I'm sick of rebuilding, dog. I'm sick of rebuilding. I've been a Raiders fan since 1998. And yeah, I'm 35 years old. I'm tired of rebuilding, man. I'm sick of rebuilding. We need something new, man. We definitely need something new. So, like I said, if y'all do want to call in, I'm gonna put it up here real quick. The number is 610-712-0158. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. 612, and make sure Bernard put it up there for Bernard. Put that up there for a little bit. It did delete it. Do you expect us to get another free agency today, Bradley? I don't even think we are, bro. I don't think we are. 610-712-0158. 610. All right, so here we go. You calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. This is your boy Darian. Who is this calling in today?
G-Dog.
Hi, J-Dog, man. You just I was talking about taking a quick dookie. Get out of my face, man. What's up, man?
What's up?
Nothing, man. How you feeling about these Raiders going on today, man? How you feel about these Raiders, man?
I don't really like the Rodney Hudson move.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling the Rodney Hudson move either. And knowing that it's crazy how all these players is just getting signed to other teams, and we're not this is not the same J-Dog. Oh, it's a different J-Dog. Okay. You said no, that's not me. I thought that was you, the guy that's in the actual chat. But I mean, who do you feel in free agency we should go after now, since we making all these moves as far as not signing players, but we're releasing players. So
I mean, we should go after Richard Sherman, maybe.
Do you think we should address the offensive line now, since we only have one starter left?
I mean, we could probably sign someone in draft, but I would say go after Richard Sherman.
Okay. So just Richard Sherman is the only guy you think is the best available option for us?
I mean, we could go and get Anthony Harris.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, I'll go after. I mean, for me personally, I would go after Anthony Harris before I go after Richard Sherman, because even though that you have to put, Sherman at that safety position, because he's not fast like he used to be, and these receivers are getting faster by the year. So if you want to really go really put him, you got to put him in situational for me, and just go after Anthony Harris, knowing that you have Jonathan Abram over there. So that'll be my best bet too, man.
Yeah, but I don't know who we're gonna get at D tackle, man.
And just to let
that's my only concern.
And just to let the Raider Nation know, Marvin Jones is officially off the board. The Jacksonville Jaguars have signed Marvin Jones, according to Ian Rappaport. So obviously, we're losing wide receivers too that we thought that we can go out and get.
Yeah, I'm kind of high on Juju right now, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm high on Juju, but I just feel like right now, as far as wide receivers go, we got to address the offensive line. The quarterback can't throw it to nobody until we get an offensive line because Carr's going to be running for his life.
Yeah.
So yeah, Marvin Jones has actually signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Marvin Jones is gone from the Detroit Lions, man.
So who are some offensive tackle still on the board?
You have, I mean, as far as centers goes, Alex Mack is still on the board. You have a few others too. I can't really think off the bat at this moment because I know Joe Tooney, signed with the Chiefs yesterday. So that was the top offensive lineman that was in this free agency, leaving the Patriots to go to the Chiefs. So
yeah, and then I mean Kelvin Beachum was kind of a cheaper option at right tackle.
Yeah, he is. He's a cheaper option. But it depends on how long we plan on getting him.
Yeah.
And we just saw somebody in the chat said David Andrews from the Patriots is still available. Trent Williams is still available. So hopefully we can get some of those guys, man. But we do have other people that's calling in. I do want to thank you for calling in. And I mean, anytime I have the lines open, you could call in and we can always chat Raiders, man.
All right. See you, G.
All right, see ya. All right, so if you do want to call in, make sure you call in right now. Make sure you call in right now. I am going to take calls up to 5:30. So here we go. You're calling on the Spotlight Raiders Talk. This is Darian. Who's this calling in?
My boy Darian. What's up, bud?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's up with you?
All the way from Boston. I bet you weren't expecting me, huh?
Absolutely not, man. I was not expecting you, my guy. What's up, man?
So I know I'm not a Raider fan, but just humor me here a little bit because I'm going to give you, I think an outsider's point of view might be a little different. But that losing the O-line, that hurt, man. That hurt. That was that could really come back to get you guys.
Yeah, it's going to come back to get us, knowing that Gabe Jackson's gone, Trent Brown's gone, Richie Incognito's gone, and now
I can't believe you guys let Hudson. I can't believe you let Hudson out the door like that.
From what it was being told to us, according to Ian Rappaport and a lot of other sources saying that Rodney Hudson asked for his request to be released.
Really? So that means he physically went to upper management and told them, "I want out."
Basically.
That's even worse. That's bad. I saw something that an article somebody put out saying that upper management has been arguing within themselves about hanging on to talent. Have you heard anything like that? At least for the Raiders?
From what I've heard, according to justblogbaby.com, they saying that John Gruden doesn't gel with elite players.
So it is Gruden. See, the article didn't tell me who it was. It said upper management.
Well, justblogbaby.com put out a article that I read while I was on the live stream stating that he doesn't gel with players. I mean, it's starting to show too with you see all the elite talent that came through the Raiders, and now they're not here anymore.
So here's my question: Do you go through the draft for your line, or do you try and get veteran guys from free agency?
I think
it seems like they're coming off the board left and right.
It's a mixture of both, though. I think it's a mixture of both. I think we need to go out and get some veteran offensive linemen to help out the linemen that we get in the draft. Because I feel like if you just go out and just draft a whole bunch of old linemen, they have no veterans to help them in that position. And then they struggle. Yeah. So I feel like we need to go out and get at least one or two linemen that's in free agency, depending on who it is, like a Trent Williams or like, Andrews, like you said, and then go out and get, in the later rounds and go out and get offensive linemen. We did go get John Simpson from Clemson last year, but he's not going to really have that experience. He's only in his second year. He's in his sophomore year. So I feel like it got to be free agency and the draft. It got to be both.
Because, like I told you, David Andrews, the center for the Patriots, is yet to be signed. He's still out there, and he's one of the better centers he's one of the better centers out there. He could definitely, if you guys took him from us, he could definitely help you out because he's really good, man. He was really good for us.
He was definitely really good for y'all, and it's just hard to to have a top five player like Rodney Hudson, and then a top one of the top centers in the league that definitely haven't allowed a sack in almost 4 to 5 years with this team. You just let him go like that, but at the same time, if you feel like it was a culture issue, then I could understand why he wanted to leave. But it just makes us mad as fans that we take one step forward by getting Yannick Ngakoue, and then we take a 3,000 to 4,000 steps back by releasing Rodney Hudson. So knowing that coming into this season, we really didn't have to focus on our offense. If we would have kept all of our offensive linemen.
You never really gain, though, because it's like you said, it's 3 steps forward and, 4 steps back.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. As far as our offense, all we really needed on our offense is probably a backup running back and a number 1 wide receiver since we released Tyrell Williams. That's all we really needed. Our draft strategy and our free agent strategy was just going to be strictly defense because that's been our issue. We had a top 10 offense last year when we had the worst defense in the league.
You guys never had an issue scoring points. It was all stopping the other team that did you guys in.
Right. And now that we just like broke up a top 10 offense, it sucks. And knowing that you're a Patriots fan, me personally, we wasn't going to pay Nelson Aguilar $13 million. We just wasn't.
I was just going to ask you about him. So what are we getting with Aguilar?
What y'all getting? I don't know, man, because Carr made Aguilar to what he is today. Because before Aguilar came to us with the Eagles, he stunk. Yeah, he stunk. Now I just want to see how Cam Newton is going to throw that deep ball to Aguilar. That's the problem.
See, I don't think he's going to throw deep to him. I think he'll use him in the slot.
That's the thing. Even you could put him in the slot, but if you want to get over the top player, Aguilar is that, but you're going to have to throw it to him deep. You're going to have to try to throw a deep ball to Aguilar. If you look at most of the Raiders this past year, he won the deep passes. He won in deep passes.
Throwing it to him deep was the way you guys went.
Yeah. See, Nelson Aguilar is a stud if you use him right. And I hope Cam Newton can utilize that. Because Derek Carr made Nelson Aguilar to what he was. He stunk in Philadelphia, and Carr deserves all the credit.
He was terrible in Philly, and you guys actually got good production out of him.
Right, got good production out of him because we had a quarterback that could get him the ball. Yeah, and so hopefully now
y'all need an offensive coordinator too. Gruden's style of offense just doesn't jive with this generation of play. Like it's just doesn't work. He's tried, and it's just I don't know. They need an offensive coordinator though. They really do.
Right. We definitely do need an offensive coordinator. I've been saying it all year, You know on these live streams, I've been saying it all year long that we need an offensive coordinator. Gruden needs to stop the play calling. He just needs to stop it. Even though we had a top 10 offense overall, I mean, I give credit to that, but I feel like we can't be calling plays that's in the 70s.
I'll leave you with this. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but it felt like you guys scored points in spite of Gruden's play calling. You know what I mean? So even though it was bad, you guys still managed to score points. That's what it felt like.
Right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. It's just been a tough time, man.
We've been talking about this off cam for this free agency is going to be the draft. This whole offseason is going to be nuts.
It's going to be nuts, but I gotta salute. I mean, even though I'm not a Patriots fan and I can't stand the Patriots, But I got a hats off to the Patriots, man, because y'all doing what the Raiders should be doing, because we cleared cap space for we got rid of a lot of players to get all this money in cap space, and we have not did nothing but Yannick Ngakoue.
Right? Why clear it up if you're not going to use it?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, man. Always good talking to you, Darian.
All right, no problem, man. All right, you too, man.
Good luck to your Raiders. You're going to need it.
Oh, man, we're going to need it this year. Absolutely, man.
All right, let's take it easy.
All right. That was my boy Bobby Beantown Bean Down. He's all Boston Celtics, Bruins, Patriots. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Man, I hope he goes into I hope he puts himself in the chat so you can see him. He is a moderator on the Spotlight Raiders Talk. But he's telling the truth, man. He's definitely telling the truth, man. So hopefully we can get this thing rolling. I am taking calls till 5:30 only, and that's going to be it. So let's see where we go from here. And you're calling on the Spotlight Raiders Talk. This is Darian. Who's this calling, man?
Man, it's your boy 916 Raider tapping in from Sacramento, California.
What's going on, man? Raider Nation, what's up with you? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing all right, bro. Just woke up to some bullshit, but hey, I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. We got 181 people watching in the chat, man. So let the Raider Nation know how you feel, because I don't want to be doing all the talking. This is y'all time. Y'all call in to get y'all voices heard. So let the Raider Nation know how you feel, man.
Well, for sure, man. First of all, I don't like that Roddy move, man. That shit ain't cool, bro. You taking out the foundation of our whole O-line, just ripping it right out. And like you've been saying, bro, this whole time, man, they ain't gonna be able to replace him, So I don't know, bro, but I guess we just gonna have to put in what's his name, Andre James, right?
Yeah, Andre James, that's his name.
Yeah, and I be watching Sanjay or whatever, and he always speaks highly of that dude. So I might have to go back and see some of his film, bro. Because if not, Derek Carr gonna be running, bro, for sure.
Yeah, we only got one starting offensive lineman on our team right now, and that's Colton Miller. Colton Miller is the only guy.
Miller.
He's the only one that's actually left on this starting offensive line. So, what do you think the Raiders should do in free agency now, since all these offensive linemen are gone? We don't know if we're re-signing Incognito. We don't know if we're re-signing Gabe Jackson, and for Rodney Hudson to ask for his request to be released, that tells me something. So what do you think we should do in free agency now? Like, do we still focus on defense? Do we focus on offense now?
Shit. Nah, to be real with you, man, you already know we're going to need to for sure concentrate on the defense for us having the bottom 3 defense of the league last year. So for sure we're going to have to stick to that, man. Maybe go out there and get Richard Sherman or some safety that got bigger size than the ones we've been having, So, yeah, Don Abrams definitely needs help in the backfield, and then maybe another corner or something, bro. But it just sucks, bro, that they gutted our whole offensive line. Like, we're going from having a top 10 offense to God knows what we're going to have this season. You feel me? And from what I've seen on the free agency, I don't really see nobody that's spectacular or that's good enough for us to go out there and just get them like that, especially when it comes to the center position,
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, outside of Joe Tooney was the best offensive lineman out there. I mean, we do have Trent Williams, that's definitely a good veteran that could come in and help out. If we and we got to go in the draft. I mean, that's our draft strategy changes now. It changes completely. So I think it should have been a defensive strategy type of draft. But now that changes the landscape now.
Man, tell me about it. Then also the Patriots signed Nelly. Like, that was he ain't the number one, bro, but to the Raiders last year or this last season, he was our number one. So for the Raiders to just, not pay the man, you feel me? That's kind of messed up. So not only the offensive line, the wide receiver groups, we also need a good veteran to come in and play that leadership role.
Right. So
how about you, man? Who you think in the free agency that the Raiders should go out there and get when it comes to like receivers and stuff like that.
Marvin Jones is no longer on the market. He just signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars because the Jacksonville Jaguars just look like the New England Patriots right now. They are beefing
For
up
real, huh?
They're beefing up their defense. They just signed Marvin Jones, so they got a few weapons over there now. They just signed defensive lineman Malcolm Brown. So Malcolm Brown from the Saints, he's over there with Jacksonville just now. I just saw it on Ian Rappaport's tweet. But defensively, people have been saying Richard Sherman, people have been saying Anthony Harris. Wide receiver wise, I mean, Juju's out there, Galladay's out there, AJ Green's out there.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. To be real with you, I don't really like Juju. I don't know what's the big hype about him. You feel me? Besides him plotting on the field on the TikTok or the Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the only issue that we have with Juju is that. But I think when you see him play on the field, you're like, okay, he's a totally different person on the field.
Right. When he actually balls out, huh?
Exactly. I think when he do his celebration and stuff, he's having fun. But when he goes into his little TikTok thing, that's the issue. And then even though that if Juju comes over, I think he won't be a number one receiver. I think we'll put that pressure on Brian Edwards to be that number one and make Juju that number two.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. I agree with that, man. Edwards and Henry Ruggs, they both need to step their game up this next season,
And they got to stay healthy
as
well.
Yeah. But Ruggs, for sure, man, he needs to put on some 20 pounds, bro, because he be looking out there looking bad when he be burning them, but when he gets tackled or, shit like that happens, they don't look good.
Yeah.
Not in the NFL,
Right. Not in the NFL at all. I 100% agree. I 100% agree with you, brother. I really do, man. So free agency, we're just sitting here waiting, man. I usually be on here 3 hours a day doing free agency. So, it's all good, man. It's all love.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. How about running backs? You think we're going to get a good backup for Jacobs?
I mean, we can. I think, me personally, it's not really too many running backs out there. I mean, you do got the Le'Veon Bell, you got Jamal Williams, you got
I like Mack, bro. Is it Dirty Sight, Marlon Mack from the Colts?
Yeah, I do like Marlon Mack, but I think Marlon Mack, he's a starter in this league. I don't think he wants to come in and be a backup.
Yeah. You're right.
That's the only issue with Marlon Mack. I would love to get him, but he's a starter in this league, and he was a starter with the Colts. So I think he's not going to go somewhere and not be a starter. James White got picked up, if I'm not mistaken. I think James White is no longer a Patriot. I forgot where he went.
Yeah.
But James White was one of those guys that I want to go get too. But if I'm going to go get somebody that's going to be a bruiser and then have Jalen Richard as our third down back, I need to go get a backup pounding ground guy like a Mike Davis from Carolina Panthers. Leonard Fournette, I think Leonard Fournette is not going to go anywhere. He's going to stay in Tampa Bay. I think he's going to take a pay cut.
Oh yeah, even if it's for the low, bro, he'll take that pay cut just because he's with a championship team. Huh?
Right. Me personally, that's what I like about what Tampa Bay is doing. Like they building a winning culture to keep their players around. Usually after a Super Bowl, those teams take big money and they go somewhere else. But even though they paid Shaq Barrett what he paid, which was $72 million, which was worth every dime of it. But
he got him for the low,
he's
locked him in.
That's still low for a lot of pass rushers or linebackers like a Shaq Barrett. So, it's still a lot of availability out there for us to go get. But the question is what is the culture? What is the culture that we're not getting these players? What is going on behind the scenes that these players are not coming to us?
Nah, yeah, bro. I think that's why too. Why Nelly left, because that shit that got leaked or whatever about that little blow up he had in the locker room. He's like, man, I ain't doing this shit. Because I guarantee you, if we would have at least a couple more games or the mess ups on those game clinchers that we lost last season, bro, he would have took a couple million less to stay with the Raiders. But no culture, no dubs right there, bro. He ain't gonna want to stay, So I think honestly that's why he left, bro. He's like he can't function with the Raiders like that because he ain't feeling the culture.
Facts. I absolutely agree there, man. But we appreciate you calling in. We really do appreciate it, man. I am going to be live till 6:00. You definitely could be on in the chat, and once we do these live calls again, you could call up and we could talk some Raiders, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Good looking, bro.
All right, thanks
Have
for
a good
calling
one,
in.
Raider
Appreciate
Nation.
it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, go.
And that is it. I'm taking one more caller. It's 5:27. I am taking one more caller, and then we're going to chill for a half hour with the calls, and then we're going to be done for the night, man. We're going to be done for the night. So make sure y'all call in, which is 610-712-0158. That is the last call I will be taking for today. So 610-712-0158. Definitely call in and, let your opinions be heard. And we got this last caller here, and here we go. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. This is Darian. Who is this caller, man?
This is Troy, bro.
What's going on, Troy? What's going on, man? How are you doing today?
Oh man, I got a sick feeling in my gut today, bro. I don't understand the whole issue of letting go Gabe Hudson. I don't understand it, bro. Don't get it at all.
I don't get it either, man. A lot of the Raider Nation is pissed about Rodney Hudson, and we've been having this talk for the last couple of hours about this. I know I dropped the video right before I went live talking about this, and it hurts. It hurts so much that this happened, but at the end of the day, man, we just have to play. We gotta do better as an organization, man. We gotta do better, man. So it's going to be tough for us to try to replace a guy like Rodney Hudson.
Exactly, bro. And Carr, he's somewhat mobile, bro, but he has butterfingers when he starts running. You know what I mean? I like Carr. I've always have. I wouldn't per se. I'm a 100% Carr lover, but you know what I mean? I know he has his flaws, but you got to protect that man.
Right. I mean, I think
we're in trouble.
And I think that the Raider Nation fails to realize that. Understand Carr has his flaws, but I feel like every quarterback in the league has their flaws.
Exactly.
So I feel like no quarterback is perfect. Not even Patrick Mahomes. He's not even perfect. So you can't really say, things about Carr, knowing that Carr is getting the job done. If Carr is having us as a top 10 offense, right? That means he's doing his job. But
exactly,
most of those games that we lost after we went 6-3 was due to our defense.
Our defense. You're right.
It was due to our
very
defense.
True.
And now we supposed to come in and in this draft, in this free agency, just to focus on the defense. Yeah, we might need one or two pieces on the offense, but now you just decimate our whole offensive line. Now we have to focus on how we're going to strategize in free agency, how we're going to strategize in the draft to make this offensive line better than what we had. I don't think we're going to find that right now.
I know, man.
I don't think we're going to find that right now. But a lot of people have been saying the same thing about free agency. Now that, this has been going on, what's the best top free agents, in your opinion, that the Raiders should go out and get?
The best one now would be Harris.
Okay, that's what a lot of people have been saying. Anthony
I
Harris.
would say Harris, bro. Give either that or give Jacobs a breath. You know what I mean? Get somebody in there. I understand you said earlier that Mack, he's a starter in the league. I wouldn't see Bell, but I would see maybe Williams from Green Bay. You know what I mean? That'll give him a breath there. You know what I'm saying? And I like Sherman. I do. I dig him, but I don't know if he's lost a step off of his injury last year. You know what I mean? He's 33 years old already. He's getting up there in age. But what's Hayward? What's his name from the Chargers that just got released?
Hayward.
Yes, sir. Maybe him. You know what I mean? Even then, he kind of had a decline last year. But truthfully, bro, I think Harris would probably be the next one there. I would say on top of the list there, bro.
Yeah, man.
Either that or get Galloway. You know what I mean? Yeah. Juju, I get it. He's a youngster, bro. He likes to play on his phone. He does what he does. His production on the field is is strong. If you go look at the last 2-3 years, his receiving, he has caught how many balls every year? He's around 90 to 100 catches a year. You know what I mean? So he's a possession receiver, and that's what we need. We already have a number one wide receiver with Waller. So with Juju, he has sure hands. It wouldn't be bad to sign him. But Galloway, I think that's where it would be at.
Also, do you feel
with
like
Carr and Stafford kind of the same way?
Yeah, that would definitely make sense then. That would definitely make sense then. But yeah,
man, I was just upset, dude, and you know what I mean? I watch your live show all the time, bro, and this is the first time I got through, and just wanted to say what's up and much respect, bro.
Thank you, man. Really do appreciate it.
Keep doing what you do, man.
Really do appreciate it, man. It's been a blessing to have a whole bunch of supporters, support this channel as I've been grinding to get this channel to where it is today. And it wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for y'all calling in, being in the chat, even if you like or dislike what I say. At the end of the day, man, it's all support and it's all love, and we all Raiders fans that want to support each other.
You know what? Just because you agree or disagree, yes, sir. It doesn't matter, agree or disagree. You know what I mean? We all have our thoughts, our own opinions. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, bro.
Absolutely.
You don't gotta like what you say.
Right. You got that's a fact, man. That's definitely a fact, man. But it's all good though, man. Hopefully we can get over this, and hopefully we can do something in this free agency, and try to move forward and try to build this team, man. Try to build it.
It's been too long, bro. I'm 42 years old, man, and it's been too long, bro. I'll tell you that.
But thank you for calling in, man. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. And every time we have a call-in show, you can call in and talk some Raider stuff once this free agency frenzy goes over, once it boils over, and see what we can do. And you can always call up, when we do these call-in shows, man.
Right on, man.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
Right on, man. Have a good one, bro.
All right. So I will not be taking any more calls today. I will not be taking any more calls today, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the calls. And we're just going to talk, man. We just going to talk and keep it funky and keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it happened. We have to move forward with this. Hopefully we could go out and get we got, Swartz out there. We got Eric Fisher, Swartz out there from the Kansas City Chiefs. We have Eric Fisher still out there, have not signed a deal yet. I don't know if he signed with the Browns, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did. I'm not sure. But a lot of us are lost for words. T.Y. Hilton is one of those guys too that we should definitely go get. It's been this is the second day in a row I've been on here for 3 hours with y'all, man. Second day in a row I've been on here with 3 hours, man. But make sure if you want to follow me on Twitter, I don't know who this is texting my phone. I don't know who that is, but at the end of the day, if you want to follow me on Twitter, y'all see it right there at the bottom, Spotlight Art and Talk. If you want to follow us on Instagram, which is Spotlight Raiders Talk, please do that. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at Spotlight Art and Talk. Subscribe to the channel, which is right here, Spotlight Raiders Talk. If you want to get any merch, as far as like hats, hoodies, cell phone cases, aprons, anything, any type of accessories, anything that support this channel, make sure you go to the link in the description, which is on the Spotlight Sports Gear. Bernard will be putting the links in the description. And I do have a second channel called the Spotlight Sports Network if you want to come in and show us love. But at the end of the day, Deshaun to the Raiders. Tyrod Taylor just went to the Texans for $12 million. Now, ain't no way they paying that much for a backup. Actually, they just did. I think Deshaun Watson is not just going to play. So that's another story for another time. You see that Bernard did put the link in the description. Let me highlight it real quick. He did put the link in the description. Like I said, I'm not answering no more calls. So please stop calling the phone because we're not making no more calls today. You see the link right there if you want to go and get you a hoodie, get you a hat. I had the hoodie on yesterday. So definitely do that as well. The merch is definitely dope. Really do appreciate the love and the support, man. So I'm not taking any more calls today. For today, we'll be starting taking calls tomorrow for day 3 of Las Vegas free agency live hangout for day 3. It's been tough, man. It's really been tough on the Raiders. Jacoby Brissett to the Dolphins. I don't know. Now it's going to be a battle between Brissett and Tua because Ryan Fitzpatrick went to the Washington football team. So it's just been a tough time, man. It's been a tough time for us Raiders, and I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm not taking any more calls today, y'all. I'm not taking any more calls today. So when it comes to it, we'll take more calls tomorrow. Hope we take more calls tomorrow, man. More calls tomorrow. I thought today was going to be a fun day, and it wasn't. We didn't do anything. Tyrod Taylor signed a 1-year contract with the Houston Texans. They showing that on NFL Network as we speak. Man, it just really sucks, man. It just really sucks that this happens, man. I guess that mean with Mahomes playing with no O-line now could be replaced by Carr. Hey, it probably can be replaced by Carr. You just never know, man. You just never know. Lamo, no Carr needs to be a DT since the lack of pass rush is his fault. Facts. What if Mike Mayock want to call in? Listen, tag him. Tag Mike Mayock in here. Tag him. Tag him on Twitter. Tell him that I want to speak with Mike Mayock. Have him call into the show. Because I have some questions. I have some serious questions. Okay, so from what I'm hearing, let me see. So from what I'm hearing right now, the Eagles are agreeing to trade. Oh, wow. Where are they trading him to, though? So it says it still comes down to the Eagles agreeing on trade compensation. This steps mean for Zach Ertz's agent can message the entire deal. So technically, Zach Ertz is on the move, but he's on the trade clause, right? Well, he's looking to be traded as we speak. So there's nothing as far as Raiders go. There's no Raiders news besides that, man. And if I end up ending this at 6:00, then what I would do is that any news come out for the Raiders, I will make a quick video about it, man, because it's been tough. This has been a tough 2 days of free agency. Malik Hooker to the Raiders. I'm hearing rumors. Listen, if we get him and he's 100% healthy, I'll be happy with that. While the Chiefs talking to Trent Williams, oh my God, they don't need anybody else. The Chiefs don't need nobody else, man. Can Hurts play? Can Hurts play OL? I don't know if Hurts can play OL. I don't know. Why would we put Woodson or Watson to agree to come to a O-line list? Thank you. Deshaun Watson's not going to want to come here. Russell Wilson's not going to want to come here with no offensive line. That means you could have stayed where you at because both of those teams, the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans, does not have offensive lines. So why? Why would they want to come here? And they don't have nobody to block for them. Russell Wilson probably like, oh no, I don't want to come to the Raiders now after they just got rid of all of their best players. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. I want to be optimistic, but Hudson was our straw, and that stirred the drink. It stirred it bad, man. It stirred it bad because them boys, some runners. I mean, they are some runners, but they still want to be protected. They don't want to keep running for their life every single time. They don't want to keep running for their life. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to keep running for their life every single down. Come on, guys. Y'all gotta be realistic about that. Gotta be really realistic about that. Really realistic. It's been fun, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna stay on here to 6:00 though. I'm gonna get some t-shirts done. Put depressed Raiders fan. and I'm gonna put it on the website tonight because that's exactly what we are, depressed Raiders fans. I'm gonna put that on the website for the merch, and we're gonna talk more about that. It's gonna say depressed Raiders fan with my logo. So yeah, hopefully we could get this thing working. Wilson straight up said he was getting tired of getting hit all the time. Exactly. So why would he want to come to a team that doesn't have an offensive line? Patriots just signed Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. The Patriots got money, man. The Patriots got money. The Patriots got money. So let me know in the chat right now. Let me know in the chat. Put your thumbs up if you want me to make depressed Raiders fans t-shirts. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you want me to make depressed Raiders fans t-shirts. I would definitely make those and put those on the website by tonight. I would definitely do it. Put a thumbs up if you want that to happen. What's going on, Dennis Ortiz? What's going on, brother? No t-shirts or hoodies. Hoodies, at least. Hoodies. All right, we got two. JP, Devon Spears. We got a few people that said thumbs up for depressed, thumbs down for depressed Raiders fan. Why not? Why not, bro? Yep, everyone loves Graphk. Long time. Gruden better figure it out, bro, because Gruden is dismantled this role in this team we play often. Yeah. We rebuilding every year, are rebuilding. This the reason coaches don't have all the power. That is a fact. Okay, so according to Bleacher Report, it just came out that the Seahawks stated that they are not trading Russell Wilson. That's what they just said. Paper bags on the logo. Adorez Jackson is now available. Maybe sign him. What's going on, Hudson Graham? What's going on? What's going on? We got 15 minutes left in this chat, man. 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Kiwi Raiders, it is bad news. The New Orleans Saints is reaching out to Richard Sherman. Yeah, Dupree Lattimore. I seen that. Why you dudes getting rid of your whole offensive line? I don't know, man. I don't know at this moment. I don't know at this moment. I don't know what's going on in Raider Nation. A lot of people don't know what's going on in Raider Nation. A lot of people don't know what's going on in Raider Nation, y'all. We really don't know. We really don't know what's going on in Raider Nation. It's just mind-boggling to me. I'll be live every day this week, y'all. I'll be live every day this week until we'll be live every day this week for free agency. So I make sure that we can get this thing rolling, man. Get this thing together because it's a tough day for the Raiders, man. Tough day for the Raiders. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me, Raider Nation. It's mind-boggling. What position do we need in the draft round one now? I say offensive line all 7 rounds. I disagree with that, Hudson Grand. We still got a defense that we still have to figure out. But it does change the aspect of our draft strategy now. So we don't know what's going to happen. I am going to make those t-shirts. I'm going to make the depressed Raiders fan t-shirts tonight, and I'm going to post them on the website. Depressed Raiders fan. I'm definitely going to make those t-shirts tonight. Absolutely. Trade card now is going to be tough for him this year, and his value will drop. Absolutely. Never buying current Raiders jerseys anymore. Legends only. Right. You see, this shirt is it's the Charles Woodson. You know, only person I really got that's recent is Brian Edwards. Brian Edwards is the only one that I bought. I didn't get a Henry Ruggs one. So yeah. All right, so we got a $4.99 donation from Esasco Benkar, and it says, why Hudson requested trade? Crazy. No one is coming out with any news on what's going on. For what I've heard, he didn't even request the trade. For what I've heard, and thanks for the donation. We really do appreciate the $4.99 donation. But it was stated that he requested to be released and not be traded. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that he was asking to be released and decided he got his wish. That's exactly what it was. Sorry, had to drink some water. It's been parched here. But I'm sorry, meant released. No, that makes sense though, man. But the Raiders are so trash. Thank you, Jared Wolf, for coming in. Thanks for the view. We really do appreciate it, bro. We really do appreciate it. The rumor is that Hudson wanted out the Raiders, so something must be going on in the front office. Yes, something is going on in the front office. Absolutely. Got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left until we almost done with this live stream, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. This is your first time ever being at this YouTube page. We would suggest that you subscribe. Hit the bell button for all Raiders news, ladies and gentlemen. For all Raiders, it's easy on the vodka, dude. There's not vodka. That's just water. That's just water. That I don't even drink clear liquor. If I drink any liquor, it has to be dark. So it's definitely not that's definitely not liquor. That's water. I had to respect this request. Sucks though. Yeah. It sucks though. The Raider asked him to take a pay cut. I didn't hear that news. Nothing signed today that is discussing. Right. The Raiders tried to give him another pay cut and he was not having it. I mean, what you supposed to expect from a guy that protects his quarter better than anybody else on that offensive line? How can you be mad at that? The guy is a top 5 center in his league. Why? I mean, of course. I don't want a pay cut either. And we already had a lot of cap space before we even released Rodney Hudson. We had mad cap space, and we still ain't make no free agent moves besides Yannick Ngakoue. Right, cut Mariota and you keep Hudson. Yeah, it won't be any news today. If it be news, then I'm going to make a video. But I've been on this live stream for almost 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours with y'all. Three hours. And I'm going to keep doing it every single time, man. I'm going to keep doing it for this free agent frenzy until we get some big news. Not news before I go live. You know what I'm saying? Not news before I go live. He didn't quit on us. Rodney Hudson didn't quit on us. Wow, build. He didn't quit on us, bro. We quit on Rodney Hudson. Bo Jackson coming out of retirement. You think Bo Jackson coming out of retirement? Yesterday live chat was nice. It was nice because we got Yannick Ngakoue. We made some moves, and now there's no moves need to be made. No moves are gone. It's sad, but it happens, man. It's part of the business, but I just feel like the players that we wanted, we didn't get. The rumor has that we're going after Watson. I have not heard any rumors about that. We're not going after Watson, bro. We don't have the money. That'll take up all of our salary cap if we go after Watson. Y'all have to realize we need to focus on what we got now and focus on this defense and getting this offensive line better. It's not a quarterback issue. No matter what quarterback that you bring here, we don't have an offensive line. So I don't want to hear, can I get a yee for the Bay? No, I don't know what that means. I'm not on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. Tough job today, Darian. Tomorrow it will be better. You done well. I mean, I had a call-in show. I had people call in and hang out. At least y'all hung out with me to the end, man. Y'all hung out with me to the end. And hopefully we'll have a better day tomorrow. A Seattle Raiders fan 96. What are we going to do if we keep holding out all these free agents? How we will fix either side of the ball with the draft? We can, but that's who want to keep rebuilding through the draft? It sucks, man. It sucks that we have to keep rebuilding through the draft. They finna pay Deshaun Watson off the books. If they do that, bruh, that would be so stupid of the Raiders. It'll be so stupid for the Raiders to do that. So dumb. Oh, man. But that Rodney Hudson thing really got me, man. That Rodney Hudson thing really hurt me. That hurt me to the core, man. It hurt me to the core. Worst contract in NFL is Gruden. Yes, Brian. Talk about it, Brian. The draft is likely playing roulette too. There is no guarantee that your picks will work out. Exactly. Darian, I'm in Tampa Bay, ex-Sacramento. I mean, I used to live in Oakland for a few years and then I moved back home. I'm originally born and raised from Philly, lived on the West Coast for a few years and then I came back to the East Coast. But I'm thinking about coming back to the West Coast, living in Vegas. I finally can have, be officially with my home team. But I don't know. This is why I didn't want Gruden, man. I didn't want Gruden. But shout out to everybody that's on Facebook. I'm sorry I didn't see all y'all comments on Facebook. It's tough. Shout out to, Inez Smith. Shout out to Gabriel. Shout out to Claude. Shout out to Pete Morrow. Shout out to everybody that was watching, man. Shout out to everybody else. Fred, the Ravens would take him in a comp pick. And you guys for signing Yannick. Chad, it makes no sense at all. $15 million over the dead cap, only starting one starter returning. They better start making sense of this task real quick. Shout out to Chad. Chad, I gotta have you back on the show, bro. It's just been really tough, man. It's just really tough. It makes sense that we got to pay a house note to need a superstar for people to come see, right? At least now we're going to see who's loyal to the nation and who's not. Try Turner would be a nice guard. I thought he got signed though. I see that Todd Gurley is still out there, but I don't know. Do you think Todd Gurley would be a backup for the Raiders? Do y'all think so? How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? I'm glad we have 4 QBs because Carr Mariota is going to die in a single game. Yeah, with no offensive line. We're getting younger and more athletic at the offensive line. Yes, it sucks at the expense of arguability of the best center in the NFL, but I think the right move is getting our running game back. So Janoris Jenkins is off the board. So the Titans just signed cornerback Janoris Jenkins. So he's off the board now. Loyal to the nation. That should be a shirt. Okay, loyal to the nation. I will be. I'm gonna do both of them though. I'm gonna do both of them. I'm gonna do loyal to the nation and depressed Raiders fan. I'm gonna definitely have those two type of shirts on there and see what happens, man. We got 3 minutes left. Get how many questions y'all got for me left in here. We got 3 minutes left. I've been on here for 3 hours with y'all again, doing it every day, every single day until we do something big. We don't need a DB. We need a safety help. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting, depth. I wouldn't mind getting depth at the cornerback position. I wouldn't mind the depth because that's what we need. We need mad depth. And we have not gotten that depth in a long time, honestly. So we need depth. I think we need depth at every defensive position. Every defensive position, we need depth. My opinion. Just my opinion. If the Raiders organization isn't loyal to the nation, it don't seem facts. Facts. Safety, get Earl Thomas. I don't want Earl Thomas, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't want Earl Thomas. He's a cancer in the locker room. He's a cancer in the locker room. That's my only reason why I wouldn't go get him. Watch your Adrian Peterson on Pat. Watch Peterson on Pat McAfee. Oh Lord, who is the racist because I'm Mexican? If you're calling me racist, what the heck? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'll take Andre Jackson at corner for depth. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not, man? Why not? But I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another 3-hour show of NFL Free Agency Frenzy, Day 2. I will be back for Day 3. I will be back for Day 3 tomorrow, same time, same place, and I will be taking calls. If any news comes out for the Raiders, I will upload a video. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another live show. It's been love. It's been real. Rodney Hudson is gone for the Raiders. And now let's see what's next for the Raiders, man. We thank y'all so much for tuning in into another show. And make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Go to spotlightsportsgear.com, get the link and get you some merch and get you a t-shirt, a hoodie, anything of that nature, man. Thank y'all so much, man. It's been love. It's been real, and I'm heading out, and I will see y'all in the next live stream or in the next video. Peace, love, and happiness. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.